All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. How you guys doing today? I'm still waiting on Luke. He said he would be here for 7:30 and then texted me at 7:30 and said, "Hey, I'm leaving." So I didn't feel really too pushed to get stream started. Super early on. He'll probably be here in about 15 minutes or so, if I had to take a guess. But yeah, for the moment, everybody get in, get settled, get comfy, grab yourself a drink. I actually need to grab myself some water and a Pepsi, so I might be back in a minute or two, but grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. We are live. How you doing, Walker Pierce? The bots should be joining momentarily. Probably going to be noticing a bit more, Luke's always late, it seems. Dude, he's from Florida. He's always late to everything. He's a mosier. That's the joke we've always used with him. He's just not a very good person at being on time, unfortunately. But I will say he's usually pretty consistent. I've never had him flake on me unless something came up that he needed to take care of, like, immediately. So credit to him there. Anyway, we got some Super Paper Mario to play. I'm gonna have to mess with some audio devices when Luke gets here because normally I need to hook up Luke's Bluetooth headphones to use as the monitoring device. So I'm gonna get set up for myself real quick by, you know what, do I even need to hear the game? Not really, but I like this game's music. There's a couple different ways I could go about doing this, and I'm gonna do the simplest thing and just plug these earbuds into the TV. I was talking last night when we were playing, I was talking with James early on, and he mentioned wanting to, or probably getting studio headphones first, and yeah, I think I agree with that, because getting a set of just plug-in headphones where I can just monitor directly, and then setting up a script so that I can hook both two separate monitors up, because right now in OBS I don't think you can have multiple monitors. I think you can only have one. Oh, stream is about running. Yeah, whatever time I say, Luke's always late. It's just how he goes. It's how he do. Thank you for being concerned about stream and mod chat, Walker Pierce. That is appreciated. I'm gonna go ahead and ping everybody and say that we're live. Grab the link to the stream because I am not prepared. I was also in a voice call with some friends because I hadn't talked to anybody all day, and today was stressful, man. At least for work purposes. Like, obviously I'm working from home, but tell him an earlier time then. No, I've tried that. Usually it works. Sometimes it doesn't. He's very good at anticipating exactly when an event should start. He's a wizard, man. Anyway, so what's been going on? Let me see what we got going on here. I don't have my face cam hooked up. I could just hook up my phone, and we could go off, like, go goofing off that way. A time wizard, exactly. He's a time wizard, but he only knows how to slow down himself. He only knows how to slow down the bubble of time around himself. That's why he's a mosier. That's just what everybody in Florida is. Everybody in Florida is some sort of wizard. They're usually not very good at what they do, but they're wizards. Hey, Lorenzo, what's happening? Yeah, it's been a while, man. How you doing? Just here vibing out, waiting for my friend to get here. He said he'd be here earlier. I'm actually going to take a quick break. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm going to run to the bathroom, grab a drink, and be right back. Because I'm still waiting on Luke to get here before we can really do any of the gameplay necessarily. Not much grinding King of Fighters. Nice, dude. Hope you're enjoying it. I was actually playing, I was playing Guilty Gear Strive, and I got pretty good with Eno. With it, I say good with Eno. I mean, like, I picked up on the character very, very quickly. Within, I was playing against people who I hadn't really played against before. They weren't great, but like, I never played the game before. And within, like, I think 30 minutes, I picked up Eno and was starting to go even with him. So I think that's a character that just clicked with me really well. How's the stream quality, actually? You're gonna see the ticker flip over here. You're gonna get a little view into what this wonderful world looks like. That looks like garbage. Oh, because the preview's stuck in 360p. That's weird. Let's go. Yeah, just like sometimes you just find that character where it's just like, wow, this just clicks outright. Maybe a little pickier about sound levels. Today I would be ashamed to not be able to hear this game. Yeah, I saw you mention that the other day, and I agree. Also, I need to swap over this Wii to 4x3 mode because I've actually got it in the correct scaling mode now. That was my problem earlier. Been much happier picking up any fighting game. Been much happier playing fighting games. Hell yeah, dude. It's a hobby, man. It's something you do for fun, even if you go to competitions and shit. Like, it should be something that's fun for you. I've never understood people who have been, like, so resolute on, like, nope, you need to, like, sit down and grind this game and do it, you know, however you need. No, dude, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Don't sit there and grind out a game and just be pissed off for, like, 3 hours. No, go have fun with your game. Techie Drama, yeah. I was messing around with my retro tank because literally I got it one day when I was streaming and I just haven't spent the time to like fix it. I couldn't actually. You know what the problem was? It wasn't even the scaler. The upscaler was fine. It was my monitor has a mode where it'll always try and stretch everything to full screen. So it was trying to stretch like my Spyro and Mario gameplay to full screen. Smash isn't a fighting game. Smash is what I would call a subset of fighting games called brawlers. It's generally better as a party game simply because sometimes it's kind of weird to play as a competitive game. Not to say it can't be a competitive game. Charlotta and Versus, May and Strive, Arcade, and oh, you picked up Lumina. Okay. Blaze Blue, Chris Yuri. I've accepted being called a gorilla and masher. Look, man, when you're just learning a game, there is absolutely no reason not to just mash and see what happens sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. I would love to get into Versus more, but every time I get into Versus, I keep remembering that I'm on PC and nobody fucking plays on PC. That's the worst part about it, man. I really want to play these games. Smash does have a ludicrously high skill ceiling. That is the other issue with Smash. There is some silly, and not even if we're just talking melee, like any Smash game, it's just because the combos are free flow and there's so much that goes into anything. Like, it's not like if you get stuck in a combo, you can't get out of it. Even Bayonetta combos, you can get out of pretty easily. Smash 4 Bayo is another thing, but they're folks on PC on Wednesday. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. I might have to look into that a little bit more. I fucking 7 p.m. is lobby night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm down. We've all seen the newbie gorilla in Among Hunt. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's got that one group where you're just like, let me just mash the fucking buttons. And then you've got me on the other hand, who likes way too technical characters and is playing shit like Narmaya, who's not even that good. Especially when you don't understand how to use all of her tools correctly. I think my big problem with pretty much any fighting game is I don't feel like sitting down and learning proper combos. I'm very much just sort of a go with the flow kind of person, which means I tend to play zoners and mid-range better than playing, say, a rushdown character who relies on a couple of different combo strings. But I don't know. Naru's really interesting. I like Naru. I love stance change characters as long as they're not charge characters. Playstyle's very Pokevia burst range and forcing RPS. Yeah, okay. I get it. Yeah, for somebody who doesn't play fighting games competitively, I know a weird amount about fighting games. And like speedrunning and tech, like this is just the thing that I do. I'm also just like bouncing around in Super Paper Mario at the moment. I'm gonna hold up. No, okay, I thought that was Luke at first. Mr. Chargeblade and Gunlance. Yeah, I don't even play Chargeblade. That's the one weapon I've never picked up because I didn't like stepping on people's toes. Chargeblade is a weapon that's normally played by at least one other person when I'm playing. Anybody, like pretty much anybody I talk to at some point has picked up Chargeblade, and so like I usually just stay away from it for the sole reason of I don't want to be the same person playing Chargeblade because I don't know, that's how I am. It doesn't really make a ton of sense, but it's what I do. So I usually end up playing Hunting Horn or Gunlance because Gunlance is just funny, man. Been doing that shit even before I went to FG's. Yeah, dude, it's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. If it's how you play, it's how you play. And as long as it feels good to you, even if it pisses somebody else off, sorry, it's how they play. You know? I'm not gonna sit there and give people shit over how they play a game. I realize we haven't really been using any of our items, and we have a gold bar just sitting in our inventory, so I'm gonna sell that while I'm just waiting for Luke to get here. You never have too many gun lances or switch axes. To be fair, like 4 gun lances is like peak comedy. There's not much funnier than just seeing 4 gun lances all exploding on a target at the same time. Which you know what? I was talking with my friend Richard. He's been really into Monster Hunter Rise. He just finished up everything that's in the base game. I haven't touched Monster Hunter Rise basically since it came out, a couple weeks after it came out. I really keep saying I want to get back into it, and then I just keep like not having the energy or the time, or I don't have my Switch out and I'll forget. I did try the demo for Monster Hunter Stories though. That was quite fun. Oh whoa, what's up, Aster Faye? Oh, woes are legal here because I don't feel like trying to figure out how to set up a bot to ban them. It's peak comedy until the monster moves out of range. Yeah, and then everybody's trying to blast dash over the thing. Blast dash is honestly the best move I have ever seen in anything ever. Is it the Richard you know? Not the one you know. It's one you've met. Yeah, it's Stig. It's Stig. I was gonna say it's not the. Yeah, it's not the other Richard. It's Stig. Yeah, no, Stig's great. He lives like 5 minutes from my house, man. Like we've known each other. We've technically known of each other's existence since like high school. We just never talked in high school. He just happened to be in the homeroom of the class that I would go to during homeroom a lot of the time in high school. But yeah, Stig's a good time. Anti-blast dash gang, charge shelling for life. I love charge shelling, don't get me wrong, but blast dash is just like my first Monster Hunter game was Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. You can't tell me that blast dash is not like the peak of that game's design. It is so good, man. All right. I'm gonna, I think Luke's here, so I'm gonna run and go get a drink now and waste a little bit more time. I'm gonna mute the microphone. You guys get yourselves a drink, sit down, get ready to chill out, and we'll be back in like 3-4 minutes, okay?
The ultimate aim is to produce sound which is completely acceptable to the listener. Records that give you pleasure.
At the very least,
Alright,
let's talk
yo.
about it hypothetically.
Okay, so hypothetically, we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Hypothetically, we're live.
Hypothetically, we're
No,
live.
I actually, before we get into that, I actually do have a question. If we've already talked, I want to apologize. Actually, I want to make a public. This is my apology video. This is
Go
a
ahead,
public
go ahead.
apology. It's my second of 9.
Yes, Lorenzo, you are seeing a BRB screen because I still don't have like a real like screen because Luke.
Yes.
So normally I do face cam at the beginning of stream, but Luke doesn't want to be on cam, and so which I'm not like complaining about by any for the record.
Oh,
Like,
no,
it's not a big deal.
That's a
But
valid
I
statement.
haven't made another screen that doesn't other than the BRB screen that has like a pre-rendered like video or anything that I can set up during it.
And even if you wanted to complain, that'd be valid too. You're good.
Yeah. Speaking of complaining, go on.
No. Finish your thing about your statement. I cut you off.
No, that's fine. You were talking about something. You said hypothetically. Or do you want to start with the apology first?
Yeah, I want to start. I'm coming to make an apology.
I'll come and make an announcement.
So if you're late again, something will happen. Yeah, dude. I do want to apologize to you, like for being late, because I was late last time we did one of these, and I'm late this time, and I actually tried not to be, and I still got held up.
I got a text from him at like what
At
7:29
when I was supposed to be here, and I was like,
I'm sorry, 7:32.
Yes, it was very dejected. You can hear how dejected I was.
He sounded disappointed, and I was just like, I'm sorry, man. I'm just leaving now, and I just sent back, be safe, because I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? It's not gonna make you get here faster. Who cares?
You know exactly. Sorry, man.
Dude, everybody has those fucking moments. That's been me this entire week at work.
Okay, well that leads into my bit I want to do, which is, can
Okay.
everybody go around the circle and say something that it will make me feel more welcome?
Okay. Are we just gonna say things that we fucked up this week? Is that what we're doing?
So it's not just me on blast. If we can all go around the circle, because that's what you do when you have to take responsibility for something you did wrong. You point out something everyone else did wrong too. That's a good. Try it, kids. No, don't. You ever make a joke you hate? Anyway,
Subticker is still on screen.
if
Thank you,
everyone
Walker
could go
Pierce.
around the circle and say something that they know they should improve about themselves and just won't.
I'm just lazy, man.
Really?
Like when it comes down to like, it's not that, and I hate that term. Like I hate using the term
Okay.
lazy because everybody's got their different like capacities. Everybody's only got so much that they can really do in a given day. But a lot of time, like I don't even know, because sometimes I'm like, man, I'm lazy, and it's only because I'm not constantly doing something. Because the few times that I do take where I'm like, I'm like sitting down and not doing anything, I almost feel guilty about it
when
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
So like I'll be like, yeah, man, I could be up and I could be like, I have energy and I could be doing this, but I need to take this time for myself, and it's this weird like guilty thing, and it's just a workaholic thing, I think, to some extent. So like I don't know if it would be like workaholic or like what you would want to call it, but it's a weird feeling, you know?
I agree, and I have felt it. We can't compare like extents.
Not vaguely threatening people for being late. Yes, of course.
Not vaguely. You're bad at not doing that.
You're bad at not doing that.
That was a good reverse card, by
yes.
the way. That's
No, you.
Yeah,
Can you hear the game?
I can. Yes.
I'm gonna put in my earbuds on.
So, this is not to do that thing that's like the shallow depiction of a friendship where it's like, I don't feel very pretty today. It's like, oh, well, you're so pretty. But like, so
Sometimes you just need that shit.
not to do like instant contradiction of something when I asked you to prompt me with something you're bad
No,
at.
go ahead.
But I was not, when I said really, because I was like, that wouldn't have been, I was surprised. I was like, oh, I said I was gonna say that wouldn't have been my guess, but I didn't have a guess. I promise
Sometimes,
you,
dude, I very
didn't
rarely
have a
have
guess.
guesses for anything.
No, because I
That's
knew you were
funny.
gonna be like, oh, what was your guess? No, like, no, I knew, like joking.
Anytime I come at you, anytime I come at
I
you
knew
like
you were gonna say-
aggressively, it's gonna be a bit.
It's because I knew you were gonna joke it, and I was like, I don't want to give him the privilege of this easy joke. No.
He's learning, folks. He's learning.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I've watched so much improv now, I can recognize.
He's getting.
That's the trick. Society, no.
I used to bitch so
Yeah,
much
go.
when we first started doing videos.
because I'm bad at improv.
You're very bad at picking up what is improv.
Because here's what it is.
Uh-huh.
I've spent my whole comedy education, which is a huge overstatement.
Sure.
Recognizing punchlines and doing absolutely nothing to recognize setups.
Yes.
I just don't. So, I don't really yes and so much as I and.
A lot of what you used to watch was also more stand up than anything. So
Yes,
the setups were
I-
a lot easier and
Yes.
more scripted.
I love stand up.
Yeah. Stand up's
And-
good.
And it took me a while to like find things that were more
By the way, Mario's in space.
unscripted, because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of American unscripted stuff is known for being reality TV, and that's scripted.
I'm sorry, it is scripted.
It
A
is.
lot of the reality TV stuff is
Yes.
scripted. I didn't know that you could ground pound in
In
space,
space.
and it just fucking launched you to the bottom of the map. There's a reason I got this mod job. It's because I'm not funny and 100% serious most of the time. Seuss.
It's because I'm not funny and 100% serious 100% of the time. You're not funny, and you're not 100% serious all the
See,
time.
Walker Pierce, what you're running into now is the language barrier of literally no sarcasm ever translates over text well. But yes, I find that joke very funny.
It's because I'm not funny and 100% serious 100% of the time. That's the reason I got the mod job. Oh, no, I get the joke of like putting in quotations. It's because 100% was used twice, that I was like trying to figure out what 100% of what 100%
Yeah.
was. That's
What is
my,
100% of what is 1 times
Yeah,
1?
what
Luke?
is 100% of 100%?
Also Seuss.
That's my ability to understand, not really like... Is English Walker's second language?
No, it's his first.
Oh.
To my knowledge.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
Walker.
Well, you said... Yeah, all right.
So, yeah, we have...
Did you say English second language, or just say English language?
I just said English language.
Oh, okay.
I just said language, I think. I don't even think I
the
said
language-
English.
Oh, you said language barrier.
Language barrier, yeah.
So I guess I thought you were talking about because...
We're just doing a fucking word relation game at this point.
Yeah.
Game's a bit low compared to you two in a drowning out way. Got it.
Game is a bit
Easy
low
fix.
compared to you two, and a downing out and a drowning. Okay.
I'm very good at reading typos and just ignoring what the typo is.
Sure.
Which is also a big detriment at my job because my job is to sit and look at Excel spreadsheets all day and make sure formulas work out.
Oh, and you'll like find words.
I'll
in
find
it.
no, I won't find words. I'll just I'll look at something, and I'll be like, I'll be like, yep, that looks good. When there's very obviously a problem with it that I just didn't notice earlier.
Ah.
I speak English good, unga bunga. Yes, my name Grook. Anyway, that's a spaceship.
Oh, another. It's a fairy.
It's a fairy.
Squeak.
Aster Fairy here. That's you.
Squeer.
Squeer. There's an enemy in Spyro that I imagine makes a similar sound to that. It's
which
like
one?
it's in Spyro 3 in what's the level name? Seashell Shore, I think. There's an enemy, there's a Rhinoc that when you hit it just makes it and I'm just imagining that
okay,
sound.
that clicked with me a bit more. You know, it's my favorite, but also least favorite enemy noise in the first game.
Hey, look, Aster Faye, it's you.
Oh, but is that like her avatar?
No.
Or their
I'm
avatar?
just fucking with her.
Okay. Morning score? Oh dear, who are you?
Yeah, I
No
think
improv?
what really got me into sort of learning how to do improv was straight up just Oni plays. Because that's 80% of what they do. It's just goofing off with Oni plays, just standard back and forth. There's some stories sometimes. Sometimes they'll talk about things legitimately, but a lot of the time it's just fucking with each other. Or
They prompt each other because improv, a huge part of improv is prompts, and they use prompts a heck
They
of
have
a lot more.
yes.
Than a lot of other like channels.
They do.
Yes.
Like half of their stuff is just them. I don't know if they're intentionally trying to be funny or if that's just how they interact with each other normally. But it works. It works.
Yeah.
And I know that like it's funny because I've learned that a lot of people have like this weird like there's like a weird judgment against people who tend to like Oni plays for some reason that I've seen. Like people generally are like, oh, you like Oni plays because there's like a specific caricature, I guess, of a person who's like not very well liked.
I
who
feel like
watches Oni
that's
plays.
I feel like that's every fan on YouTube, but especially that ends up victimizing a lot of the gaming community.
Yes.
Fans. For some reason,
Yes.
like if you're a fan of something,
Don't get me wrong.
that's-
Chris has said some weird shit that I've been like, okay, this
Yeah.
is that's not okay.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's one of those things, and I'm not even trying to defend it. It's just like something that I've noticed, and I'm like, that's an interesting point, yeah. Because I finally talk to other people who actually just watch Oni plays like naturally and have their own opinion of them, and actually interact with people on the internet aside from like through streaming.
I know about them because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for
It's
me,
they're just funny.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched Oni plays, go check out Oni plays. They're great. The humor can be a little bit much at times, but I think it's great. Walker Pierce has volume. Are you allied with Count Black? Demand answers. No scary faces. You can call me Squirps.
I'm your captain, Squirk. Look at me. Look at me. Squirk. I'm the Captain Squirk.
Squirp. Look at me. I am the Captain Squirk.
Squirk.
You just interrupt yourself mid-sentence.
Captain Squirk in theaters this November. That blood isn't mine. All right, sorry.
Oh, that was lunch. Sorry.
No, that was
I know, yeah.
that's Tom Hanks' line at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That's not mine, and it's just, and I mean, I hate joking, but it's like one of the most serious lines.
It's just fucking terrifying. Yeah.
He's terrified. Yeah, he's he's so good in that movie.
Just a touch low, but better than it was. I can pump it a little bit more, and then if we need to, we can put some gain on it. Watch this.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
tough
watch.
movie, but it's excellent.
I'm gonna watch back the VOD, and Walker Pierce is gonna be saying some shit. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, keep turning it up," and we're gonna be like completely drowned out at the end of it. Because I'm not listening to this back in any meaningful way.
I'm actually a frozen caveman thought out in the modern day, just a touch low, but it's better than it was. It's like how people who like Markiplier are viewed as children who like fake horror reactions.
Yeah, Markiplier, I think, is just. Don't get me wrong, the reactions are a little bit overblown, but I think it was genuinely. A lot of the stuff that he would play would be like jump scares. I never watched much of him. He's like the one big YouTuber that I've ever sat down and been like, yeah, I like this person a little bit. And I don't even care for him that much anymore. It's like, it's strange. I always find myself drawn to like smaller end of things, I guess. Which, that always feels weird because I always feel like I'm a contrarian in some ways, and it's not an intentional thing that I do. It's just how I react, like immediately. I'm not trying to be a contrarian.
That's interesting. I think I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah, I find a lot of things that people are like popular. I'll just be like, what the fuck is this? And I like not like it in any meaningful
as
capacity.
in a way where you're poking, like it's
Like I'm not trying to poke holes in it.
Oh, okay.
I'll just sit there and I'll be like, yeah, this doesn't do it for me, Chief. Like it.
But does that settling of the sediment, of the opinion sediment, come before or after you know that it's popular?
Usually it's before.
Really?
That's the weird part. It's like,
oh, okay.
I can't.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just the sort of thing that generally appeals to most people. Isn't the sort of thing that appeals to me. Which, you know, fine, whatever. It's odd. I'm on 50% master volume and 75% YouTube volume. Well, that isn't going to affect how the mix comes through. I don't need to know all the statistics of what your volume is at because we're on our end mixing it into a single audio stream.
I barely figured out what 100% of 100% is, and now I have to figure out what 50% of 75% of 85% is.
We're going back, dude. 50% of 75% is 35%.
So, I was thinking about this with
Sorry, 37.5. Excuse me.
Are you doing 50% of 75% of 85%?
50% of 75%. 85% is going to be 42.5%.
I was saying 50% of 75 of 85.
Oh, that's a completely different number that I don't feel like calculating right now. Because that's not an easy...
It's also not what he's saying.
That's not an easy fraction.
Because the 85 is a correction of the 75.
Yeah, no, so it'd be 50 of 85, which is 42.5.
It'd be funny if volume percent you had to resolve like resistance in a circuit. We had to do like 1 over R and add it, and then do the reciprocal.
Actually, so I still haven't gotten my I still haven't taken the FE. And which, for anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's Fundamentals of Engineering exam. And we've been wanting to. I've been wanting to. I don't know if you've had any interest in taking it, but like.
You know, because it's there.
Yeah, and so like that's sort of where I'm at right now. Like I don't really need it for the field that I'm in right now, but it probably wouldn't be bad. But like I've been thinking about taking it, and I keep going. Well, I'm gonna have to study a little bit because I don't remember everything that I was doing.
Same.
But like it doesn't look like it's that hard from the sample tests that I've seen.
Oh,
So what I'm thinking is about just doing like a stream basically where
Are you
I'm like
steady?
whiteboard. Yeah, I just got the whiteboard and I'm like going over problems.
And chat quizzes here.
It was indeed judging games audio against yours and Luke's volume. Okay, I gotcha.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for helping us fix the audio here from remote. It is nice.
I know my voice sounds sarcastic all the time, but it is a genuine thing.
Honestly, it doesn't.
Okay.
You just sound like... You and I sound about the same, and not in the
Yes.
sense that we have similar vocal qualities, just like we usually don't have a ton of emotion in our voice. I've gotten way better at it recently.
Yeah.
Simply because of streaming and, interacting with people online, I've realized that I need to try and put more expression in my voice.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm following you.
And so, that's another thing. I have so many fucking, that's the other thing. Maybe that's why I feel lazy. It's not that I'm not doing enough. It's that I have too many things that I want to be doing and nowhere near enough time and energy to do them all.
Oh, 100%. You just said a Bible verse from the Book of Luke right there.
So like the other thing, I'm not meaning to be difficult today, just a little tired. Hey dude, you're good, man.
I'm not meaning to be difficult. Dude, no difficulty.
You're making it an attempt to help us. You're doing great. I really appreciate you being here and modding for us.
I genuinely didn't read that as difficulty. You're totally good.
Yeah. And we've got a little like laser beam thing that we can use now.
To give Scorp your power up. That's what that said earlier. Can you explain that a little bit? It's probably on screen as
No, I wasn't paying attention.
It said press some button to give
A
Scorp
button,
your
A
power
button.
up.
So you can give Squirp can like help you teleport between areas by like opening up wormholes if you can find them.
But what did it mean give your power up to?
I don't know.
Okay. Squo?
Squirrel?
We're not even close to our destination, Squoops. Is that all the power you have, Scorp? Good for nothing, Space Grunt. Scorps was an idiot for thinking you had more. Alright, calm down.
But yeah, Walker Pierce, dude, you're making an attempt to help. You don't have to be 100%, especially on this fucking stream. Have you seen the shit that happens in my streams? You've been there for half of it. You saw the PC building stream where I had my phone taped to my fucking hat as a webcam, as a face cam.
That.
I have it. I can show you the video. Probably. Maybe. Oh, I don't have it plugged in right now. I'll show you after stream if you remind me. But like,
Sure.
I have that whole VOD saved in like 3 parts because it was such a massive fucking stream. I wanna put them together and just toss it up on YouTube at some point. But the other thing I've been thinking about is just so now we got this. But
Oh my gosh, it's like asteroids?
a little bit, I guess.
What's the one? Sorry.
Asteroids is kind of, I mean, like, not asteroids. It'd be more like, oh, Christ. Any horizontal shoot 'em up. I don't remember the names.
I'm trying to think of the thing that Fry plays in the first episode of...
That's Space Invaders, which is not the same.
No, Space Invaders is the one that shoots up
That's
like
what he
that.
played.
He plays the one where you're flying, like, horizontally.
I thought he played Space Invaders.
Like, oh, okay, I'd have to check.
Regardless, we know
check.
it's not Space Invaders,
Right.
is what we're trying to be
I'm talking about
analogous
the
to.
one where they did, like, an homage level to it in Cuphead, where you're fighting the airplane girl.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
It's exactly like that. Yeah,
Yes,
and there's a couple of
yes.
those. We could play through Cuphead on stream. That'd be funny.
I will. I do want to play that game, but it's just
I
been-
blazed through that game, like most of that game, in 5 hours. I think I got up to the dragon, and then I just got tired of trying to try it because it took a while, and I was just like, fuck it.
I need more space on my computer before I can.
Yeah.
Because it's such an art like space game.
It is.
So
Well,
much
it's just,
space.
there's just so many assets in it. So you
Yes,
got to think
yes.
it's animated at 60 frames per second,
And it's all hand-drawn.
Yeah, everything is hand drawn. That's the fucking most insane thing.
It's a marvel of a creative.
That game took 5 years.
Oh,
To
understand.
fucking, like, just to animate the base, and they're finally getting done the DLC, which, by the way, they're adding a 3rd playable character.
No.
And it looks cool.
But no one can think of that game I'm thinking of. Oh, she got little Metroids.
I love that stream. It was so scuffed and funny. Yeah, that's the best part. That was the old stream vibe. It was just like really scuffed shit as I'm trying to stream and play video games on a computer that can barely handle itself.
That was like me finding console fixing videos, and half of it's just like, all right, guys, so all right,
I can't fucking fix this thing. Yeah, you hear like a bunch of ripping.
And you can hear, not because he's breathing heavy, you can just hear him breathing normally, but it's that close to his face, you can hear him breathing. Like any guy, like low cinematographic quality. But it has that charm of like old YouTube.
So you can still flip into 3D. What was I getting at? Right, so yeah, like the sheer number of projects that I want to do. Like I've also, you saw me post about it in the Discord, I was thinking about doing a stream where, you know, maybe I'm just like playing up a fucking character. Because like I enjoy doing voice acting. That's something I've learned. I think that one's stuck. But I enjoy doing voice acting. I was over on Queen Rowlett's stream. She was doing a 24-hour marathon stream. And she hopped on Mario Kart, and I didn't have my copy of Mario Kart, but I was just sitting in the voice call. So I had a bunch of people pull up their views of the streams on Discord, and I just started like announcing it, like an old, like a 1970s baseball announcer.
Oh yeah.
And it was super fun, and I was sitting there, and everybody was like, "Oh, it was a really good voice," and I'm like, I wasn't even trying that hard. Like the entire.
It's like the old Shiro Shinobi style.
Yeah, and then the entire time, because of course it's improv, I have to come up with a gag that we keep coming back to. I just made the gag that my ex-wife left me, and I just keep thinking about it. Nier Automata is a pretentious pseudo-philosophical game. Good bit. Yeah, and it's not even like, I know that I keep going back on that, but like, it's not even like, I think, I'm not gonna be playing that game on stream. It's not that it's pretentious, it's just like, something about that is just weird to me.
I thought you liked that game.
I love it. It's a phenomenal game. It's just funny that it keeps going back to like these philosophical questions, and then like only giving very, very vague answers to any of them. But
Who are we? Why are we put here? Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like 80% of the time, and it's really funny. That being said, Nier Automata is a really good game. I'm not going to be playing it on stream again. I really want to just enjoy that game on my own. That and probably Nier Replicant as well. Or Gestalt, I guess, whatever I can get my hands on. Probably Replicant, though.
Gestalt.
I don't remember either. I just know it's the name of the game. So Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant are basically the same game, except Gestalt is the release that was made specifically for the Xbox 360 for Western audiences, and it changes out the protagonist from a dude who's like 20-something.
I was about to say from a woman to a man.
No, from a dude who's like 20-something to like a dude who's like 40 or 50-something, and then makes one of the other characters their daughter instead of like a sister. And I think that's all that happens there. Hey, look, a capture card. I can't fucking go down. Never even gives what its own opinion is. Yeah, and I think that that's kind of the point. I don't think it's a bad way to go about it by any means.
Okay.
I love that game, for the record. Like,
That's an interesting critique, because I don't know if I've ever... I never thought of it that way. Like, the story itself having an opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very... It's a very odd game. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's a very fun game that I enjoy a lot. Welcome to Hell, by the way.
Are we sentient as humans? We don't know. Dude, that's kind of like my brother got into Ghost in the Shell.
We've had this discussion before, by the way.
What about my brother watching
about
Ghost in the
sentience
Shell?
in general.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Ghost in the Shell, good fucking movie. I know you're talking about the series.
I'm talking about the property
Ghost in the Shell,
itself.
standalone complex.
I told you my brother likes the show more.
Okay.
And he kind of said how like the movie kind of touches on all that philosophical stuff, and he's like, I like the show better because it doesn't.
Okay,
Spend
fair.
time on that, because I think he had a similar complaint where it's just like, are we sentient? Is this her real self? Is this the major? Whatever. Like
It never goes into it too deep.
To him, it's like she's as real as she is, and I just want to watch her do stuff. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Right, I can understand that. There's gotta be a pipe around here somewhere.
But it's kind of hard to like go into a show like that and not expect. Well, there's a pipe. Oh,
Yeah, I want to go to the other pipe.
Yes. Yeah, you're looking for the inn.
Mm-hmm. You gotta get those ins, man.
And that's your inn. That's your cover story.
Number 15. The inn.
Number 14, the id.
You know what I love? Okay, so we've talked about Smiling Friends a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And what I love about it is that they got so many random internet memes shoved into that show, including a bunch of Oni Players references. But like Chris is credited in the credits for that show. Like and then if you look in the credits for one of the episodes, Chills is credited. And for anybody who doesn't, for anybody who doesn't know, Chills is the name of the number 15 dude.
Yeah.
The Burger King foot lettuce dude. They got him to show up for about a quarter of a second, and he just walks in, like, they walk into a place, and he's ordering from the counter, and he just goes, number 15.
Really, he does?
Can I get the number 15? And then he walks away, and you don't hear about him for the rest of the episode.
That's amazing. I love when shows, like, are basically just... Well, sometimes I don't, because inside jokes are only as entertaining as the people inside, like, to the people inside, but... I love when shows can have an inside joke, but also, like be entertaining on the greater aspect of it. Like,
absolutely.
The wider appeal, but you just have little. It's an Easter egg.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's an Easter egg. And so, another thing that's really like amazing about Smiling Friends. First of all, it's already got greenlit for a second season, so fucking props.
Cool. That's tough to, dude. That from somebody who like just has a heart for every first season that gets canceled and every pilot that doesn't get picked up. I'm like, that's impressive to even get the second season.
I'm so happy for them because like that's their project, dude. That's what they've been working on for like years. You got to imagine. It's the same thing for everybody, and obviously it feels bad when you're like, okay, I've been working on this thing for years and years, and you can't like it doesn't go anywhere. Sometimes things just don't get any steam.
And it's not as simple as saying, well, don't take it too personally, even though it's like, it's a part of you. You made it. How is it not going to be personal? But at the same time, you have to kind of keep making stuff. And I know that sounds...
It sounds exactly like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really articulate better than that.
Can we just... I've got a friend of mine who's just finished moving recently, and he's offered to... He's currently out of a job, but he's offered to... He's offered to cut up my YouTube videos and make shorts out of them.
Okay. We talked about this.
Yeah, and so he, I think the audio might be a little bit too loud now that I turned off the compressor.
But Trowna?
Yes, Walker Pierce?
Is a perfect copy... Oh, sorry, when you...
Is a perfect copy of a brain the actual brain? Is it its own thing? Is it copying a mind, copying the soul? Yeah, all these, like, weird philosophical questions that it gets into, and then, like... You don't have enough time to answer it, dude. You just don't. Even in a 40-hour game, you don't have enough time to really, like, give a proper answer to that sort of thing.
And you really can't even give an answer. You just kind of give ideas. That's why I was surprised by, like, Walker, like, saying, like, never giving its own opinion. Like, I don't really think of things as, like, I don't think of the media itself as having an opinion. I think of it as having, like, an idea, and then everyone else forms opinions about that idea. Right.
All right, real quick, I'm going to explain what's been happening here.
Sure, please.
We landed on this planet. Squirps needs to go to the bathroom. This is the only bathroom on the planet, and there's somebody who's been in here for 100 years because there's no toilet paper in here. So we're going to go fix that situation.
It's funny. I thought Squirps was a pixel this whole time.
No, Squirps is an alien.
Right.
He's a, well, I'll leave that up later because I think that might actually be a spoiler. I think. I don't remember if that's actually relevant for anything. But
you can jump higher because of space.
Yeah. These things are fucking creepy.
Which, by the way, isn't always true in space, because if you're on a planet...
with higher gravity,
exactly.
You would jump lower. Or actually, you'd probably just get your bones crushed, but like...
Oh,
yeah. Did you hear the Renaissance men are heading into town? The Renaissance men.
I say, who are the Renaissance men? Like, is that a set? I just imagine
I feel like
that.
It's gotta be. That's why I just leaned into it.
Yeah, I imagine that being a set of it. The Renaissance men, the Renaissance men, the Renaissance men.
It just starts playing Robin Hood Men in Tights out of nowhere.
Yeah. There's a song like that that's like, we're going to the whatever. I don't know.
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but like that definitely feels like a setup. What are you setting up, Walker Pierce? Come on, go in, lean into it.
We're heading into town. To town? I must be on my way. I don't know.
I want to do that in a campaign once for D&D or something.
Will you have the Men in Tights show up?
Yeah, no, like there's a lead-in. There's a lead-in with like a really obscure like talk about something, and then they're just like, yeah, but what about this? And you're just like, the what? And then there's this whole fucking musical that plays out, and you cannot stop it.
Oh yeah. I really love the idea. I mean, it's been done.
Sure.
But one of my favorite things
here's a reference.
Like, oh, why is he on top of him?
You know what this is a reference to?
Oh, the light above it is like shining down on him.
No, so it's a little thing, the platform.
Is it?
This is later.
Is this? Oh, is this like Odyssey prediction?
No,
This is Cappy.
This is TTYD. This is Thousand Year Door. It's it's
okay.
Keelhaul Key. There was a statue in Keelhaul Key, and you probably don't remember those because I had to look up the puzzle. I got stuck on this puzzle for like 3 days as a kid.
We also skipped a major part of Keelhaul Key, I think.
Yeah, but I think we had to run back through it like once, and I think you might have been here for one of those, or
Okay.
sorry, twice. But I think I remember it was just a joke from Smiling Friends. Oh, right. No. Yeah, you have to wait till for the end of the stream to get a punchline. Yep. You guys heard it here, folks. There's your bait for staying into stream. I mean, like, what's a good, better term for bait? How do I make a euphemism out of that?
A better term for bait?
Yeah. Incentive.
tease.
Incentive. Tease. Sure. Tease works.
Just a little teaser.
Cool. I feel better about saying bait now. I mean, tease.
In the words of Prosy D, you gotta tickle the balls a little bit.
I don't remember that phrase, but I like it.
I know my favorite thing is his response. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. After joins film, it's a video. It's a sketch about clickbait titles.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And he's like, "All right, Pedro Pascal joins Wonder Woman 2. Now you gotta tickle the balls a little bit." Okay. Pedro Pascal joins DC movie. Tickle him more. He does the joke better, but that's
Clickbait
basically-
titles are hard, man. It's hard because like there's this. It's gotten to the point on YouTube where everybody's like, yeah, if you got a clickbait title, that's fine as long as it's like relevant. And to a certain extent, sure, I agree.
Yeah, it can't. I think it's resented when it's about nothing that the
Yeah,
video's
when it's
about.
absolutely nothing, it has anything to do with the video. That's when
Right.
it's weird. I don't think the clickbait titles are inherently like a wrong way to go about things, but it is very odd to hear sometimes. I mean, there we go. Oh, I was like, what's that noise?
I just don't like. It's weird. It's supposed to get you to click the video, but when I know very little, I'm just as interested as I was before. So when there's a title that's like, "I messed up, guys," I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that just means
Like, it doesn't tell. Or if it's like, so we've got to talk about this. I'm like,
Yeah.
You didn't say.
You didn't say what it was.
We clearly don't because you just didn't. So you just didn't talk about it when you had the opportunity to in these symbols that you wrote on
Exactly.
the video.
Yeah, clickbait must actually be relevant to the video. Exactly.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think you're obligated to like say everything that happens in the video in the title, but it has to be like coherent and relevant.
Right.
I love this design for an alien.
It's such a goofy. It looks like an Earthbound design.
Blue.
Blue.
Aren't you fancy? Heart. Let me guess. You're hunting the treasure too, right?
Lean into the nasaliness more.
Oh, because I love the idea that he's squished, right? So he's like, well, go look for the elder. He
Yeah,
can step
yeah,
on
that-
things.
Yeah, go for it.
Me, I plan on lounging.
Excellent. See, look, now you're a voice actor. That's exactly what it is. It's just coming up with.
When he does that.
Hold on.
You do an infinitely
That
better
fucking
Smart
hurt.
Rob than I ever will.
Okay, I gotta say, I don't know. I know that Tom Kenny has a higher pitched voice than mine, like
Yeah.
just on a regular.
Well, that's what I'm
but,
saying. We are both baritones, and you can actually do it, and I cannot.
You know what the secret is? When I was younger, I would strain the ever-loving fuck out of my voice trying to sing metal songs in the
Metal
car.
songs.
And so a lot of them, like old school rock and metal, where everything's super high pitched, and you're just like, you're there, and you're listening to somebody like scream vocals in like high tenor alto ranges.
I feel like the impressions I do best are the ones that everyone does, because they just know certain key phrases that flushed away.
Right. Yeah, I was just talking with somebody about that. Like somebody brought that up.
I won't bury you, Batman.
Somebody
wouldn't
brought
do
that
it.
up. Somebody brought that up in a chat that I was in earlier today.
Flushed away.
We were just talking about like random actors. We were just like, yeah, you know what? That's a good voice to know how to do. And I've learned how to do the transatlantic accent. Apparently that dealt damage.
We can be like, I'll school him on the tennis court, or whatever.
They don't put the
I'll school you, Trebek, on the tennis court. You gotta like really.
That's just Sean Connery at that
Exactly,
point. That's
yeah.
not a transatlantic accent.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I don't know. What's a transatlantic?
Transatlantic accent is that old accent you hear in a lot of old like 40s through like any movie from before like the 50s. Any talkie from before the 50s.
It's the Shiro Shinobi thing?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, exactly.
For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Shiro Shinobi is the name of the radio broadcaster in the sequel series to Avatar The Last Airbender called Legend of Korra.
Yeah, I always forget his name, but whenever you say it, I'm like, yeah, that dude.
He's one of the few Avatar characters that has a last name.
Yeah.
And he's Shiro Shinobi.
Yep.
And he's like, And on the Avatars team, Mako.
And on the Avatars team, we have Mako.
Yeah.
But yeah, that accent right there, that's called a transatlantic accent for anybody who didn't know.
Transatlantic, okay.
Or a mid-Atlantic accent sometimes. And the reason it's called that is because it's not actually an accent that anybody knows, like, natively. It's not an accent that's learned anywhere. It's a learned accent, and it was specifically made for educational purposes and broadcast purposes.
Wow.
So that people who were from the U.S. and Britain could understand each other better. Like both the U.S. because
That's
it's
interesting.
It's a mix of a UK and a U.S. accent, and it's
Yeah.
very easily understandable by a lot of people, and so that's why it's like that.
It's fascinating to me how easy it is to slip into, you know, with certain, like, I can't come up with, I can't improv what a guy like that would say, but if you have a script, you can just be like, hey, you know, and again, like, it's hard to imagine what he would, like, part of it is just, for me, it's hard to think of what that character would say.
Right.
Versus, like, once you know what they say, you can just be like, oh, yeah, I went and did this thing, and I am demonstrating why I can't think of a thing for him to say.
That's the hard part about it. A lot of
Yeah,
time
yeah.
it just comes down to like improv, which is why it's kind of fun to me. Because like if I have somebody to work with, I can absolutely stick with an accent for fucking ages.
Yeah, if I this is where I can totally understand like why you can be an excellent actor and it's unfair to expect them to be like improvisational.
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
a completely different set of
That's
skills.
not me saying I'm an excellent actor, by the way. I'm not. I'm just saying that I can memorize words, and
Right.
when you are used to memorizing words and interpreting them and like taking them on as your own like motivations and thoughts,
Where's
that's
the-
different from just being like, hey, make up something.
Disappointment. I'm just remembering that.
Oh man, oh man.
Oh
It's like-
God, oh man.
Okay, okay, yes.
Oh
yeah.
God, oh man.
Yeah, I was like trying to remember. He's like,
It's
oh,
so
man,
funny.
something like that.
Hey Kasai, what's up, man?
Luke David.
Luke, that's our new name.
I just got done watching the regular show episode where Rigby and Mordecai get shoved in the teleporter together, and it's a Fly reference.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like Luke David. Oh no. Oh man.
But yeah, I think I have my hand on the fucking button there to jump, but it's like I said, it's just like voice acting, like being able to nail a voice and being able to act and like, you know, interpret lines are just two entirely separate things. They don't
separate,
correlate.
yes.
And so like it's really fun when you like understand both of those things. Oh, Luke, it's your turn again.
Oh, but he's like an older like. Oh no, he's got like
This
a
dude's
butthole.
like shaking.
He's got a butthole now.
He does.
I gotta do like the reading, but then now how do you make this character get older?
Tack.
Tack.
You remember the announcer from Great Juju Challenge?
Congratulations, Poopanoos! You found a side quest. You don't have to deliver you don't have to complete the side quest, but if you do, the Jujus will reward you. That's the announcer's voice if I cover my
Yeah.
nose. Greetings, young explorer. Welcome to this remote land. You must be bushed blue. I'm what's known as an active senior explorer. The name's Blappy. I'm 72.
I love there's so
It's me, sorry.
there's
Go
so
ahead.
many funny line reads. Like it's so funny to see how people it's so funny to see how people do certain line reads.
Yes, I love that when you give.
That's why I was talking about with the disappointment thing. The dude was just reading the stage direction off of the script. That wasn't a real line.
That's interesting.
That was just he read the stage script and yelled disappointment as loud as he could. Which is like that is the wildest line read I have ever heard, but it still works in the situation, even though out of context it's fucking ridiculous.
There's a JonTron video where he's talking about boat safety and he's going through this like dumb boat safety
Yeah.
class. I don't know if you saw that one.
I think I almost watched it and then I was just like, I don't want to look at JonTron shit anymore.
Okay. I don't remember the plot of it, but he's like watching stuff about boats or he's trying to learn how to get his boat license, and the characters in the boat license class are like, "How you feeling?" And the girl's like, "No, it's not. No, it's not even how you feeling. It's like, oh, that's pretty rough." And she goes, "Frustrated." Like that's the character's line in the story is her just going frustrated, and you're like, it's weird to just be like disappointed. Like it's just weird to say the adjectival version of your.
It's
feeling.
just strange. It's just strange. Like it very much portrays like something that doesn't feel quite right.
By Rockman. No, he's not talking.
No, this is he convinced us to buy a clue to an ancient secret.
Is that you?
Buy Rockman's noggin.
Come here. I can't make you out with my butthole eye.
This is why.
Oh, there you are. He's like a blind guy that has to like feel the face to feel. He wears Mario.
I would love. This is why I need my friend to come in and just start editing shit, because sometimes stuff will just happen on stream and it's just like, what is happening right now? Yeah, by Rockman's noggin. When outer space is reversed, the door's secret hides. When outer space is reversed.
Oh, that's his mouth. It looks so weird to see it.
I haven't watched JonTron in a really long time. Nothing really against the man. I just don't have interest anymore. Well, for a while he stopped making videos and vanished because he got into some hot water for saying something really not okay. Which, like, I know we have this discussion.
Ever since I rewatched the video of his that you showed me, I keep going back to, is the weird crystal vodka one.
That's such a bizarre video.
It's a bizarre thing, and so because that YouTube was just like, all right, you know, here's a recommended thing, so I'll find it that way.
Oh, yo.
What split screen?
I said space food.
Oh, space food.
I don't know how I remembered the name of that off the top of my head.
I don't know. I don't feel guilty about, like, you can consume something from someone and not agree with what they say.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to support him now, but I don't mind some of his older videos still.
And also, like, I don't know, if we all had to atone for like every dumb thing we've ever said.
Oh God,
I know that's very like, oh well, we, you know, it's like, it's very excusatory to be like, oh well, we're all, you know.
Well, I think we all have those things that we do. You know what? You fuck up, man. It's okay.
I think for me, what it is mostly is I don't really enjoy the activity, regardless of where it is on the scale. I don't enjoy the activity of judging somebody I've never met. That's
yeah,
the
I
tough
agree.
thing.
I agree.
Even if it's really detestable, you can say the act is detestable, but when we start making judgments about the person,
That's a different thing entirely.
yeah, I'm like, I just don't know how to like feel confident about any discernment I could offer because I don't know.
Right.
That's where it comes down for a lot of things. I was just talking to a coworker about this, about like the concept of the jury and how the jury is not just a cute announcer going on your coffee show, but a jury is a group of people. That character's name is...
I know her name is Jury. It's the little like red-haired cat girl.
It is not. That's Koto.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Jury's the fish fin
Jury's
girl.
Jury's the other one.
Announcer.
The other one. I like forgot entirely.
I hate myself for not...
Okay, you fucking weeb.
Yeah. No, a jury is supposed to like no, they're not supposed to defend you. They're supposed to judge whether you're guilty of the crime you're being charged.
I got called for jury duty the other week.
Right.
And then it didn't happen because everything's still in lockdown because of COVID.
That's not really
rates.
the role that they were supposed to play in Viking times. When I've always heard that the Vikings invented the concept, but that wasn't the concept originally. It was like the jury was there to be literally a group of your peers, literally like peers as in like you could be charged by someone we've never known except before this happenstance or this crime, and the jury was supposed to be people that knew you. It was the opposite. They'd go through and go, well, what's your history with the accused? Mm-hmm. And you could give the opposite argument. You could defend and be like, well, listen, they weren't like that. I know that's not motivated that way, or like, oh, that you know, Grog wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they wouldn't do
like
that.
Or they did do it, but it's not like, you know, I don't know. Like there'd be, well, actually, with being accused, it's usually whether you...
Svedka wasn't gonna do that.
What's Svedka?
It's a vodka. It's a Russian vodka.
I'm so frustrated that I can't remember the joke I want to tell. Oh,
are you frustrated because you couldn't remember the joke, or are you frustrated therefore you can't remember the joke?
Oh, is the frustration coming from that you can't remember the joke, or
this is a stupid question that I don't need to ask?
What's your question? I'm frustrated that I can't remember the joke. I read that as he's frustrated because he can't remember the joke.
Yeah, but it's possible. Because he said, I'm so frustrated that.
Oh, I read it. Yeah.
This is a completely unnecessary fucking question.
Well, that's the English language, man.
Yep, it really is.
It's like, it really are just, we say, oh, well, you know, Chinese, it matters how you pronounce a word. Or not pronounce, how you...
It's tonal.
How you intonate it.
Yeah.
We're like, English intonation doesn't really matter. Maybe not for the word itself, but for this whole entire sentence.
For the context of
the entire sentence, yes, very much.
Yeah, exactly. I think that there's this part of language that you just kind of gotta go like, all right, this is gonna be kind of fucky. Oh no, these things.
Oh no. It's the Res monsters.
It is. They're just from Res. I love the way these things look now, but as a kid, they just fucking terrified me.
Really?
Both now, probably. Even more now. Understandable. Okay, Luke.
I want him to be like totally different. Oh. Ooh, a customer. Rare. Look now, why not take a load off? Moving is tiring.
I like that.
What was that? Space, by way? Ooh, haven't seen one. Haven't eaten one either. Where to in such a hurry? I feel like he's trying to entice him into his parlor.
Yeah, that's what it feels. You made Hedonism Bot from Futurama.
Yeah, exactly.
Where to in such a hurry?
Oh, my grapes. Space is endless.
Why do we always come up talking about Futurama? Like, I feel like Futurama gets brought up almost every stream.
It's one of my favorite cartoon shows of all time.
It's a good cartoon. It's not a show that I want to go back and rewatch, which is the ironic part, but it's a good show.
For as much as I talk about that show, I actually don't go back and rewatch it a lot.
If I eat the slow shroom,
you'll be back to normal.
Great. I love that.
You could pick one, but you just did both.
Yeah.
You speedballed yourself.
Oh, yo, block.
You just say, whoa. Yeah,
he just goes back and forth. Mario, you okay? I took a pill in Ibiza. Someone handed me a pill. I have some candy in my vein.
I don't think
Mario.
that's safe. It was to show Avicii I was a cool.
What was I?
That's a Mike Posner.
I've been okay. So
there's Mike Posner.
There's an artist. I need to set up a shout out for like YouTubers as well, because right now the shadow command only works for Twitch.
The shadow what?
The shadow command that I have for stream only works for Twitch. There's a YouTuber who goes by Hazel.
Okay.
Like if you just look up lowercase Hazel, that's what they go by, and she's just a fucking weeb who likes to talk about her thing. Like her job is being a YouTuber and like making like hour-long videos talking about like random anime that she's watched and the shit that surrounds it.
Dude.
Like the community, and like first of all, great job.
Yeah, I like that genre, unironically.
It's such a fucking, it's fun. It's what I listen to on the way home from work a lot of the time. And so I was just sitting there on the car ride home yesterday, I guess, and I was just listening to her talk, and she started talking about like some anime, and it was just like, this isn't like, the premise is like fucking weird and doesn't really make any sense. Like it's very much that it feels like that genre of anime that everybody like makes fun of because it very much seems like it's the stereotypical thing that like what's wrong with anime, where it's just a ton of like random fan service and creepy shit going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was stopped at a light. Ah, thank you, Walker Pierce. I stopped at a light and I just looked at what was on the screen, because all right, let me explain this premise for this show. It's basically a sports anime where the girls straight up just fight with their breasts and their butts, and that's the whole show. But it's done in the most crazy fucking style possible.
I think I've heard of this.
I would not be opposed to watching it, because it genuinely looks so out of fucking whack that it might actually be entertaining and not just like it looks like they put enough effort into the show for it to be good on its own merits. It just also happens to have the stupid anime bullshit.
It's weird that it's
very weird.
It's just one of those shows that like I can understand the whole like, oh, but it's
not Prince of Tennis, no.
It's because it's the thing it is that it knows it is or whatever. Like yeah. But
it's that self-awareness, yeah.
Yes, but there's a certain line that one's very
close
to where I'm like, dang, we really kind of have a full monopoly on women, don't we? Like we just have like this is the thing. This is just, you are now just like oddity in this show. Like a part of your body is the oddity of the show. That's what I'm getting at. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's the hard pill for me.
I understand. Like that's definitely an issue. I did not mean to use that.
Other than that, I can appreciate that type of thing because we've both talked about our love for, and for me it's more conceptual because I don't know the game, but
Titties.
I like the concept. well, you're halfway there. Bayonetta. We've talked about how much we
Bayonetta
like
a lot.
Bayonetta because
Richard did not like Bayonetta.
Okay.
I showed Richard Bayonetta when he was here.
Okay.
The person we were talking about at the beginning of the stream before Luke showed up. I showed Richard the beginning of Bayonetta.
Richard, our buddy. Right?
Yeah. And he was like, I can appreciate the game. I don't think it's for me.
I think that might be where I'm at, but that's what I'm saying is like I haven't played the game. I've never sat down and played it. Just on style alone, I totally like that it knows what it's going for and does it. Mm-hmm. And it's like sure, but she's it's kind of this thing about how video games have like idealized the exaggerated like female character.
Sure.
But she also kind of fine though, so like you know what I mean. Like
it's also just like all right, sure.
It does it, but
I think Bayonetta is a character that's designed in such a way that the character is owning the sexuality as a part of the character, which is why it's good.
It makes fun of the thing, but is that thing.
Yes,
but also
it's fully aware.
Yeah.
It's fully aware that it's that thing.
I think it is done about as good as you can expect for the complicated, I guess, issue that it is. But sure, maybe that's part of the game's point is that it's not that complicated. You can just make like a cool character and there doesn't have to be any implications.
Yeah, exactly. It's just this is a cool character. Yeah. Deal with it if you got a problem with it. That's on you.
Idealizations or whatever. Like there's I mean, obviously there's like a motivation to make characters who are against the ideal, and I totally understand that because I do think it's kind of weird to call it an ideal. It's just one set of parameters biologically. That's all it is.
Right. I still need toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I need to get him. I don't remember.
I still just like the idea of him like getting on drugs and
Mario takes a fucking Molly. Mario's taking Molly and just doesn't know what it is at first.
I'm just gonna have Mario. I'm gonna do like
There's so many like old like web animations about Mario on drugs though.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like there's a YouTuber who just like here's this pop song, but it's sung by me doing impressions of the Family Guy character.
Want a hint? I mean, go for it, Walker Pierce. I'm just kind of goofing right now.
So I'm just gonna do here's pop songs sung by Mario.
Right.
And then that'll be just
that's
like
the whole
thing. Easy 100,000 views.
I mean, like honestly, if you get it to the right people, absolutely. Like it doesn't take much to. I know everybody's like YouTube is this big esoteric thing. There's no way you're gonna be able to manipulate the algorithm. You absolutely can. Mr. Beast figured it out.
Yeah, but do you end up doing something you really want to do?
Yes, that's the thing. Like, are you making content that you're happy with?
Yeah.
The clue is clue. Oh, okay, so we have it. Never mind.
If you're wanting to do
you're right. Thank you, Walker Pierce. I forgot.
If what you're wanting to do is make money, then that's been valid. At least, but know what it is. That's all. Love the papes and more, oh more, oh more, oh more.
Anyway, we hand him the clue to use as tissue, as fucking.
Oh, that's
paper.
so funny. Did we read the clue already?
Canonically, yes.
Did you? No.
I know what it is, but it'd be way funnier for me to just say no. So no.
I also think it's funny that like.
Also, Prince of Tennis is crazy too. Oh, I know. Prince of Tennis is fucking nuts. It's a sports anime. It was. And when you think about sports anime, Prince of Tennis is probably one of the best ones to think of. It's one of those anime that's just like absolutely batshit insane for no good reason other than, yeah, why not?
I have read 3 manga in my life. And one of the 4th one I'm considering reading is one called Baby Steps.
I haven't heard of that one.
And it's the only tennis-related thing I'm interested in. It's about a guy who...
This is Fleep, by the way.
Eats a paper miracle. Fleep is a feeling good. You bring Fleep the happy.
You bring Fleep the happy.
Yeah,
it's that old. No, it's the father bear from that really old cartoon.
The spaghetti meme.
Yeah.
Thing.
Somebody touch on my spaghetti. Dragon Ball with tennis. Yes, that's exactly what Prince of Tennis is. But go ahead.
Well, just it's a bit more grounded. It's like the kid is like this guy who's always excelled academically and he never did any sports, and so he doesn't have the advantage that his friends have, like doing sports for their whole life.
Yeah.
And so like in his later, like being college or high school or something, he's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna be a tennis guy, and he just like grinds real hard at tennis.
That's cool.
It's very long, and I've heard it's very good.
Hell yeah.
But
that's cool.
Yeah, it's something I always wanted to try out. But
I really, and I'm gonna yell about this every time. I want to get into more manga, like really bad. I don't have the fucking space to put any manga in this room.
So I read all mine digitally.
Yes. And I would like to do that, but I also realized that everything else I do is on the computer. Everything else I do is on the computer already. I really need to find a hobby that doesn't involve me sitting at a computer desk.
Fair. Totally fair.
What was I watching earlier? I was watching a dude in Japan. It's obviously Sunday or Saturday morning over there. But I was watching a dude in Japan do woodblock carving. That's his job. And so he was just sitting there on a Saturday morning streaming. It's an English-speaking dude. He's from the U.S. But he's been living in Japan for like years now, and he works for a printing company, and he carves woodblocks for printing, for like, traditional printing techniques. And it's kind of neat. He's just a very chill dude. It's a very chill stream.
Cool.
I think it's just called Japanese Woodblock Production or something over on Twitch. I don't remember the actual name, so you'd have to check on that. Hey Alex, how you doing, man? You get some good sleep last night? By the way, while they've been explaining what Fleep is and we've been talking about baby steps, Squirps has been going to the bathroom.
And he just said, did he just say the back is on the sad is on the back of the happy? Is that what he said?
I have no idea. I'm barely reading the text for this, which is
sad
unfortunate.
Is on the back of the happy.
The sad is on the back of the happy.
Sad on the back of the happy.
So this is Fleep. What Fleep does, I know very well. She flips the screen around to reveal secrets.
Flips the screen around. Come on.
Like that. Whenever you see one of those little rifts, that means something has hidden something in like basically a pocket dimension, and Fleep flips the entire pocket dimension inside out.
Into ours.
Yeah.
That's cool. I want to open the rift. You want to talk to Rick?
You do a door on Planet Blobule. The door.
Can I talk to Rick? Oh, you need me to open the rift. I don't know if you remember that from Staff of Dreams.
I remember that bit, yeah.
Okay.
Been having rather great sleep lately. Hell yeah, man. Happy for you.
I've been having rather great sleep.
I am fucking exhausted after this week.
That can make the difference between just enjoying your day and not.
Oh yeah.
Day.
Oh yeah. So like today, I was supposed to go get my passport info, or I was supposed to go apply for a passport and get everything done. Secret Picks on flip side with Fleep. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Yeah, so I was supposed to go get my passport. I had an appointment to go get my passport done today, and I was late to it because I got stuck. There was an accident in front of me. I was taking some of the side roads, and there was an accident. It blocked the whole fucking road. And I couldn't get by, and I was like 3 or 4 minutes late, and they were like, nope, you're gonna have to come back some other time. I'm like, okay, fine.
Because you were 3 or 4 minutes late.
It's like a 15-minute appointment, but like regardless, it still sucks. And so I get back, and I immediately get back, and I've been working on this project for work for a while, and I get bombarded with messages from my boss as he's about to go leave to go up to Deep Creek for the weekend with his family. So I get bombarded with like 20 questions from him. I have to answer all of them, some of them which I don't really know the answer to off the top of my head, and immediately have to like go figure out the answers to all of them, fix up everything, and get it ready for him by the time he gets to Deep Creek so that we can talk it through the rest of the way. So that was very stressful when I got back. Did not help my mood today, but you know what, it's all good.
Oh, because he was like getting to me by the end of the day.
Yeah, which like, you know what, fair enough. We've been working on this shit for a while. We've had it scheduled for the end of this week. It was just annoying because I've been working on it pretty much all week, pretty hard, and it still wasn't ready, just because it's been a hell of a job. I was this whole week's just been kind of exhausting. So I was like, okay, Monday gonna be fine. Tuesday I was working remote, so I was here. Wednesday, my boss wanted me to come in because there's this big. They had like pretty much every salesperson from the company in this week into the area down near the office, and so they wanted everybody. Or my boss wanted me up there so that I could, you know, sit and talk and meet most of these people, even though I'd already talked with most of them individually before. I hadn't really been in like a group sitting with them, and so he wanted me to stay for a happy hour, which started when I normally leave work. So that was annoying. It wasn't bad by any means.
Yeah, did you ever leave and people were like, oh, hey, can you just do one quick thing?
No, nobody does that, thankfully, but that's because there's one person that, like, I answer to in the office and I do anything relevant for.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, so, like, you know, at the time I'm normally supposed to leave, 4 o'clock, I'm sitting there and talking with all my colleagues, and it wasn't bad by any means, but like it was way longer at work than I wanted to be because I still have like an hour and a half drive home, and so like it was like 6 o'clock or so by the time I got home properly, Or no, sorry, it was 6 o'clock when I left. Excuse me. I didn't get home till like 7:30. And so I was just kind of like annoyed, and then I was gonna hang out with a friend later that evening, and I was gonna be up late, so I planned on going into the office a little bit later. They ended up canceling. I ended up staying up and talking with another friend. This is all Wednesday night. And then Friday or Thursday, yesterday, I went into the office at normal time like an idiot instead of sleeping in a little bit because realistically it didn't really matter a ton.
Especially on a Friday, like
My Friday, effectively, yeah. Because like Thursdays I work, or Fridays I work remote. And so
Oh, this is on Thursday.
This was
Yeah,
Thursday.
okay.
So then Thursday, you know, I drive down to the office, I get set up for everything, and then I'm dealing with more stress from the same job I've been talking about. And then I decide, you know what, I'm going home early. So I go home early, and then I wake up this morning, I've got like 5 emails from my boss about the same project still.
Dude, I do not check my work email.
I don't, dude. I woke up this morning and checked it.
Oh, because you were...
'Cause I was working remote.
Understood, okay.
But like, yeah, it was just kind of
For a
like,
second, I thought you were saying you woke up and you were like, first things first, check the work email.
no, fuck no.
Yeah, I was about to say.
My boss knows that I don't check my email past whenever the hell I turn off my computer, which is somewhere between 4 and 6 o'clock most days.
Dude,
And then my boss, and then I was like, look, if you really need something done, fucking text me. I will respond immediately. I'm not looking at my fucking work laptop when I'm not working, especially on days that I'm not working. And my boss knows that.
Hey man, it's boundaries just like anything else.
That's all it is. That's all it is, man. I know it's kind of hard to set work boundaries sometimes, but like it's important.
Yeah, especially when it is like, you know, per task rather than per time.
Yeah. No, that's one of the nice things about production-based workflow, honestly, is because it's not time-based. Because it's not like time-based, I don't have to be there the entire day, but also it means that if something needs done, it's getting done. Like regardless of how long that may take.
Yeah, that's the part that I struggle with is the like,
The other end.
yeah, the like it's got to be done by Friday, and you're just like, it's not enough time, but I'll have to make it up.
Right. Yeah, that is the hard part to deal with.
I don't struggle with that too hard. I do like the job that I have.
Sure. Same, I do too.
It's a situation where like my thing is kind of like I'm not checking my email right now. It's like at the end of the day, it's a Friday. One of the people I work with goes, hey, just so you know, they're working on it now. They're gonna send us the updated plans. Stuff changed, and we're gonna have to do it this Monday.
That's the worst.
And they're gonna send it to you this evening. I said I'm not gonna look at it until Monday morning. So right now I know that I can party all weekend because tonight because come Monday we.
You're just gonna have to fucking deal with it, yeah.
no, like I don't really party. I'm just saying like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
of, like,
do what you're gonna do. It don't
Yeah.
really matter because you're still gonna be stuck dealing with it at the end of the day.
Like basically, I am in an industry or I'm in a specific company where everything we draw requires the background of somebody else.
Yes.
So if you change the thing we're over, our thing looks bad now.
Yeah, now you gotta fix everything.
Yeah. And so it just, yeah. Shadow the Hedgehog, why are so many folks working the weekend? I don't know.
It's always weird when I log on Monday morning and see so many emails from Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, what kind of idiots working? Like, I get it.
Oh,
Like, if you're higher up in the company, sure, you know what? It's your company, go for it. But like, look, man, I'm a fucking Excel jockey. Don't get me wrong. What I do is not particularly easy, especially if you ask all the salespeople who sat in the meeting the other day, where my boss explained what we do as a job. Estimating is not like super easy. It's not hard, but it's very like intensive, and you got to be really careful and accurate with it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad. I sit with the money people and I tell them I'm glad I don't deal with money stuff.
It's a little scary sometimes. It's a little scary. I don't mind it because realistically, when it comes down to it, I'm just doing the estimates, and like, you know, I've got people checking behind me the entire time. Like, there's all 3 of us. We're all proud of you, Drama, dude. I'm not here for this. Fuck you. Get out of here.
Jeez. Mrs. Louise.
Okay, what do you want me to say?
Thank you. I don't know, man. Aw shucks and like rub the back of your head.
No, I really do appreciate you guys. I'm just fucking around, but like,
Express gratitude and rub yourself. No.
oh, pat my head and rub my tummy
Yeah.
and say thank
I was
you
like,
to
what's the
everybody
Vegas-
who is here. I'm still patting my head and rubbing my tummy.
What's the Vegas thing? Where I was like, what's the Vegas way I can put that so it sounds worse?
You remember that? I'm gonna keep bringing it up. You remember that one recording session that we just scrapped everything from because everybody sounded so fucking tired and
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I mean, we've had plenty of things where like, I don't know why you and Eric like find that such a that really is like how much
It bugs me, dude.
Not me, dude. I'm like it's like
I get it. Sometimes we're just stressed or like
It's-
whatever.
well, it's something that I am like I'm surprised there's there's kind of it's kind of like
Worst coin block ever.
I don't know. It's like when you fight with your SO and you're like, oh, that means we got a strong.
No. It shit happens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like it's a bad thing or anything. It was just like it was such a weird time because every other time we played that game, even when we were frustrated, we were all very like supportive and happy. And that
Yes.
specific time,
We were in bad
We were
mood.
just all fucking in bad moods.
We
It
were
was
all three of us in bad moods.
Yeah, that was the bad part. Because it's one thing, if one person's in a bad mood, whatever, we can deal with that. It's when everybody's in a bad mood at the same time that things get bad.
You know that thing with your friends, like everyone knows it. Like you get that friend that you just like you say something and they totally know what you mean. Oh, I totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
We were doing the opposite of that day. We were like
Everything was
misinterpreting
misinterpreted.
everything. We were misconstruing everything everyone else was saying. It was like a bad Twitter war. It was just like, did you mean this? It's like, no, I'm trying to compliment you.
It's like, you did a good job. You're being fucking sarcastic now,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. It's just like it. So I don't know. Like it doesn't. That's interesting to me because I don't think it bothers me as much because I don't know why. That's not me
fuck are
saying
we
it wasn't
doing?
a bad experience. It was just like okay, it happened, and what are we gonna do? Agree and get along all the time?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you're never gonna be like 100% with somebody. I work for a multi-billion-dollar company that's publicly traded. No one should personally care about the company. Cheers to that one, man. You got the right idea.
Dude, man, someone else pushed that cart. Don't worry about so much.
I played that game too much with girls to want to do it here. Yeah, no, that's... I take everything at more or less face value.
I've played that game too much with girls to want to do it here.
Yeah.
Which one?
The game where you just sit and have to try and figure out what the fuck they actually meant. It's
Oh,
not even just with girls.
we
It
do
happens
that?
with dudes, too. We're talking about misinterpreting things.
Yeah. Well, we weren't trying. That's the thing is we weren't trying to like. We're not really Peach.
There you go. I'm gonna look up what to do.
Oh. Hey.
Nice.
Can this guy die? Oh, he can.
He does. He's got like 12 HP. If you want to kill him faster, use Bowser. Bowser deals double damage.
Oh, I have to have a specific guy to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's push 1 and 2 for the quick menu. What was I doing? Right.
For some reason, I thought that would like do something.
But yeah, no, like Walker Pierce, like you're very much appreciated here. Okay, you do not have to be here doing this. We'll call it a job, I guess, for the sake of argument. You know, I'm not paying you anything, man. The strategy was, in fact, to look up a strategy guide. In this particular case, yeah.
I love this. Like as our
Yeah, the
crouch.
parasol, yeah. Which I think that actually does block some attacks.
So I've asked you this a million times. Was Super Princess Peach an actual game?
I think we've talked about this, and yes, it was.
Okay, because I wanted to play that game and someone told me it was an April Fool's commercial.
I want to say it was.
Real?
I'm pretty sure it was a real thing.
Because I wanted to play as Peach, and now that I have, I gotta say, kind of underwhelmed. No, it's
Talk to the old man, perhaps, since you didn't read the paper. Yeah, maybe. There's an old dude at the other end. I'm just gonna look it up. You can keep fucking around. Keep fucking around for a minute.
It was a key. Oop.
Just want to slide through the slit in the wall.
Oh, here's the door key.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's where we need to go then. Good job.
You only needed somebody
Luke figured it out, guys. Everybody give Luke a round of applause. Also, watch out for the fuzzies. Touch fuzzy, get dizzy. That's the best fucking song in Yoshi's Island, and anybody who tells me otherwise, I am disagreeing wholeheartedly.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought something bad. I thought that's what the dizziness was.
Oh, no.
Um,
There's it. Just hit the end. Fucking own.
I actually didn't even mean to do that. What? How do you... I thought you said 1 and 2 was quick menu.
No, 1 and 2 at the same time is quick menu.
Ah. Let's be the third hero of legend. Nope, I gotta.
You were a thick lad.
Oh, he's slow boy too.
Oh yeah, he's a little slow. I'm not talking about his mental state either. He's just large, bulky.
Alright, cool.
Anyway, you want to play for a bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be more coherently engaged when we're at the beginning of a chapter section. That way I'm not
I
like...
disagree, David. Yoshi's
door?
Kazoo Nightmare is the best song. Yoshi's Kazoo Nightmare is a pretty damn good song. I will give you that one.
What song is it that's like... Dun, 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 dun,
That's
dun,
Flower Garden, I
dun,
believe.
dun.
That one that we like made a thing for where we were just smashing the desk with the microphone on it.
Yeah, I like that one. I do.
We did a thing. This is like one of the first things we did with the microphone before we ever got the microphone off of the table. One of the first things we ever recorded, and I don't have the recording still. I never put it anywhere. But it was just a recording of me and Eric and Luke all sitting in the room listening to Flower Garden playing, and then we would just go doon 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 doon. Except it was loud as fuck.
And then like right when I can't. It was either me or Eric. It was still thudding like that. It was like the most cursed cover of Flower Garden there possibly could be.
I would love to do that as like an acapella thing at some point, where we're just fucking around with
Can
it.
that be one of your like Twitch things when somebody like subs or just?
Yeah, whenever anybody subscribes while I'm on stream on YouTube, which is not something you need to pay for the record, which
To
makes
sub?
it funnier. To subscribe on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Yeah.
On YouTube, yeah. So like somebody just comes in and they're like, I
Still
like this
thinking-
dude. You click the button and the first thing you hear as a welcome is dun 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 dun.
And I'm purposely not.
You're not
being
doing it in
on-
key. Yeah, you're not on beat. You're not in key. You're just
on beat.
you've got a vague idea of what the song sounds like.
Mario and friends headed to the space bypass in search of the Pure Heart. How did Squirps know about the? How did you know about this secret route?
Our heroes, blah blah blah. Our heroes stared suspiciously at him.
You got a family, Squirps?
You got a family, Phil?
I seen that video.
I saw that video
got a
and then
wife
I
Two beautiful children.
I saw that video and then I saw the exact same video, but by a different person. Like
I showed you the one that's my favorite.
yes,
It's like,
but there's one that's almost exactly the same editing style.
do me a favor.
It's just a different video.
say cheese.
He just
Like he just executes him in the restaurant. It's just so like.
You got a
it's-
family, Phil? Do me a favor, Phil.
Let's
Say
hear about that
cheese.
family.
Come on, stay with me, Phil. Let's hear about that family.
Two beautiful children.
That's what it's all about. Do me a favor, Phil. Say cheese.
What?
Just gone.
And that whole like the crowd outside.
Yeah, the
like they weren't
gasping.
expecting the execution. He does it like Agent 47 style.
Yeah, no, he just
Because
pulls
it
it
really
out.
does come across that way.
Yeah.
I know they were going for bomb diffuser, but it just felt so Agent
It,
47.
it did. It felt like he had started a situation for the sole purpose of executing Phil.
It felt like that scene in I forget what scene it is, but there's a scene where they drive. It's like a scene in Pulp Fiction where they drive the guy out in the car, and they just like he like parks in the car and like looks around the field and he just like knows what's coming. And so he
Yeah.
like gets out of the car and stares at a picture of his family and like faces away because he knows he's just gonna. It's actually so dark.
It's really bad. Yeah.
How did Squirps know about this secret route? How did you? I already made that joke. How our hero started suspiciously. Our hero stares, not started, suspiciously at him. Why are you staring like that? Said Squirps. Are you falling for Squirps?
Walker Pierce, what are you linking?
Dun 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 dun. No. In the darkness of space, the eyes of Squirps glinted mischievously. Your tone font. The gates of space.
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 You know what I'm referencing, right?
Final Freccia.
You know what I'm referencing, right? There's
Oh, yeah,
the Tim Curry
Space,
bit.
yeah.
The Tim Curry bit.
The one
So
place.
funny. The one place uncorrupted by capitalism. And then you can see him losing composure mid take, and they kept the take.
We can enter the woe zone. Space Grunt, look for the entrance, orc. The woe zone? You must be kidding. I demand answers. It's a prohibited zone.
I heard the videos and I wanted to share it. You're good, dude.
It's a complicated maze. They say once you go in, you can never get out. Supposedly, the pure heart's hidden at the very back of the maze, Squinkly. How would you know that? Are you really... Wait, you incontinent, little imp? Are you serious? Oh, because he had a hard time going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's very specific insult.
You incontinent little imp is, I think, my favorite insult ever.
Squirple, Squeedle, Scorp, Star. I made some room with that pit star. Oh, I thought he was gonna rhyme. I'm hungry, but don't worry about that, Space Grunt. The Woe Zone entrance, Squibble. I love this little line.
The Space Minotaur. Space!
Wait, how do you shoot? Oh.
Yeah, 2 is shoot. Because you can't jump in space, obviously.
I was thinking I'd get him to fire breathe, and I was like, oh, he's got the last bowl.
Oh, yo, grab that shooting star. It's just useful in case we get into a really bad situation.
I wish you could face forward and shoot while you back up.
That'd be nice, but no, there's no like strafing mechanic, unfortunately.
What's the shooting?
Maybe don't hit them.
I'm just trying to. No, it won't. Okay,
It's not doing anything. Oh, shooting star. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, you're in the wrong key, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I could not remember. Like, the rhythm was right.
I'm just gonna, like, brute force this and heal myself.
Just walk, yeah. I don't know if we have too many healing items, so you're gonna want to watch yourself. But, like, also I think that I'm pretty sure there's a convenience store up ahead, so.
All I know is that my mission is to destroy all Metroids.
There you go.
Oh, wow, we really gotta, like, shoot the gap.
You could also stop playing Bowser, which may help with the
Oh, yeah.
the big issue.
I think everyone has the same hitbox.
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
I think Bowser's is just bigger.
It's just bigger.
Oh, I gotta show you.
Yeah, I don't really think everyone would have the same hitbox. But just to clarify, just so nobody actually thought that. Because I don't really have like a joke voice. I kind of do sometimes, but mostly I'm just like, here's this outrageous.
Sometimes it's funny to have like a voice that is very obvious that you're joking.
I try to
Sometimes
use
it's absolutely not.
I try to use it as a deadpan to my advantage, but you run the risk of like you're playing with fire.
Yeah. That's just what it is. Hey, pull up Fleet.
Yeah, I was about to say I need Dangly Boy.
Dangly boy.
He's got a Dangly Boy.
Tip, use carry to help in this section. That's true. Carry does give you more ways to move, or better ways to move.
Carry me down.
But yeah, I mean, like for all the shit that I have, for everything, for all the shit that I give, like when I talk about my job, I'm like, you know, it's kind of stressful. Honestly, everybody in that it's a relatively small company. Everybody in upper management is just fucking weird. I want to be squeezed in there. I want to be squeezed in there.
Well, has anybody ever taken this screenshot and spliced it with that one manga Eric showed me that I was creeped out by?
Which one?
The one where he's like, it's my hole and it was made for me.
I don't remember this.
Okay.
But I like this image even though I don't know what you're talking
Where
about.
someone wants to crawl into a hole that's shaped like them, and Eric showed it to me, and I was like, this is freaky deaky.
It's really weird, yeah.
So you do remember?
No, I like vaguely remember it. I can't
okay.
pull up the image in my head.
I wasn't trying to be like, so you did. No, I mean like all
No,
I'm
I'm
saying
like
is,
I have a vague memory of this.
No, I was
That's
saying
about
is
it.
like I wanted to make sure I understood what extent you were saying you remembered of it, but it's something like that where like he wants to be squeezed into this hole. This is my favorite option I've ever gotten.
There you go.
The only thing that'd be better if it was like smush, don't smush.
Squish, smush, or don't smush.
Squeezer. Oh man, I was expecting him to just get paved over.
It was probably a Junji Ito manga.
I believe so, yeah.
It was probably from Eric's Junji Ito book, if I had to take a guess. I don't know any fucking Junji Ito stories.
He showed it to me on Google Images. I was like, oh, this entire page
It's
is a
very
nightmare.
creepy, yeah. I mean, that's just how he draws things. Which is funny because he's also actually, like, a pretty chill guy from what I understand.
I think that's the general depiction of him from the memes I've seen. Is like, here's this guy who made like
He's a very friendly, just like normal dude, and then he makes the most fucked up things.
Oh, I didn't. I was actually just trying to go
You
up.
hit up. Yeah, don't.
The
Yeah.
only thing I don't like is that there's no way of telling which side of the door you're on, except one has the squib hole, and that's about it. Not the squib hole, whatever his name is. The squib.
The squib hole.
The squib is from a musical that kind of got popular on the internet called Be More Chill.
Okay.
And-
I am like the furthest thing from musical culture possible. Yeah, I think the only thing that's further is like survivalist culture.
Oh, like people who make videos about surviving.
Yeah, like that's just, it's kind of neat. It's just not my thing at all.
That's interesting because you did musicals in high school and I did not.
I did a musical in high school and then
Okay.
got dragged into a bunch. I did Cats. And I
Yes.
was like, you know what? I had fun with this, and then I felt really uncomfortable around the dance teacher. Which is more just because she was a very strange woman in the first place and not really anything else.
So that basically encapsulates like my entire struggle with performative.
Theater's weird, man.
Yeah,
it's full of a
because-
lot of very unique people, and it's not inherently bad.
It's full of a lot of people who need to constantly. I feel like they feel this need to make public how unique they are all the time.
Yeah. No, and
Like-
that's not, like, I don't care that much for that. Anyway, so
I like telling a story and I like showing
Give him-
something that's like.
give him, talk to him and give him the space food. Because I think that might actually, we may have accidentally done something cool here. Nope, okay, so he wants chocolate.
Oh, he just completely.
Thanks for
eats it.
throwing that, homie. You don't have to give him anything else, it's fine. Just back out.
And give him some inky
No,
sauce.
give him a catch card.
I give him an ice cube.
You shouldn't give him Ice Cube, man. He's not about rap. You should know that. Super Monkey Ball creator looks like a Yakuza
Yeah.
man. That's the man who made the Yakuza series. Very funny, Walker Pierce.
Looks like a Yakuza
The guy,
man.
the same guy who made Super Monkey Ball is the guy who made the Yakuza series, which is one of the funniest, like, duos of games you can think of in a nutshell.
What will fulfill this strange alien's desire? Something sweet that starts with cho and ends with late.
Cholate.
Yeah. Can you collate these pages for me? This will open the way.
This is the way.
Yeah. This is the way.
Did you watch The Mandalorian? Okay, so I watched season 1 and 2. Honestly, just good.
Okay.
It's a western, like it's a space western, but it felt fresh enough. It didn't feel like the generic like westerns that you probably saw when you were kids,
ooh.
or
We
their
don't have
parents
the
saw
chutes
when they were
anymore.
kids. Yeah, we don't have squirps, so we just
can't-
kind of gotta float around
It's
everything.
now a horror game where all we can do is avoid.
I gotta show you. There's a Eurobeat mix of one of the songs from I think Metroid 2 that I really like.
Yes, the Metroid I'm least familiar with.
Yeah, but the music just slaps.
That's not true. Prime is the. Actually, no, I am less familiar with. 2.
We played a little bit of Prime.
Yeah. Dude, I'm.
Do you want me to do this?
We're-
Put on carry. Put on carry.
Oh.
Can you immolate this intern? I don't know. Can you? Yeah, you can also just flip, but put on carry. Hit 1. There you go. Yo, John, what's up, man? How you been? Yeah, the Super Monkey Ball creator looks like a Yakuza man. Horror manga man looks like a very chill dude.
So there was a guy. It was a Eurobeat remix of something from Return of Samus, or from Samus Returns the remix.
I think it was from Return of Samus. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the actual thing. I just know the song slaps.
I'm just gonna wander through random portals because I think
That's
kinda
literally
what
how
we're-
this section works, man. Don't sweat it. There
Can
we're
you
looking.
bump blocks, or do you just not do that?
You can't.
You can't. Okay.
Not when you're floating.
Yeah, and Bowser can't breathe.
You
fire
can
and
probably ground pound on them when you have Bowser, but
Oh, that. Well, I think I can do it with That's
Dudley, yeah. Yeah, Bowser. All right, John, how you been though? Hope you're doing all right.
Well, if they're not expecting you to head bump it, they're probably not expecting you to get chocolate out of this either.
yeah, no, there's a. I'm gonna tell you right now. The secret is there's a convenience store somewhere out here.
Okay, I was about to say because like, this is definitely the kind of game I am glad that we're dipping into as like adults because As
Dude, this game as a
I
kid
did.
is like the most esoteric fucking shit.
It's okay. This looks like okay. This L is enough here. This is for Luke, and I'm
the L is for loss.
This is my portal, and it was made for me.
AM2R is a great remake of Return of Samus. I want to play AM2R
Yes.
because there's actually a native Linux version of it. So I would love to play that.
Like that's the way it was meant to be played is on this.
well, I think it's either you build it from the source code, so they just give you all the code, and they're just like, here you go, you make
oh
it
wow, and it
yourself.
teaches your Linux how to make the game.
Yeah,
That's
it
cool.
just lets you build it for your specific system, or it might just be like, here's an old Linux port.
have a twinkly day.
Have a twinkly day. Welcome to Twinkie Mart. Twinkie Mart, that's what it's called now.
And it's coming. May have a twinkly day. They say in my ear. That's what I was. That's the
Have
vibe I
a
was
twinkly
getting.
day. Welcome to Twinkle Mart. If we're not closed, we're open. Wow.
That's perfectly cartoonish.
Oh yeah. Or as my friend, this is for Astrophay. What?
The hua.
The
I still
hua.
can't. The hua.
The hua.
The hua. The hua.
Been okay. Have an overuse injury that makes it difficult to play music. That sucks, man. I hope that heals up soon. I know it's really hard to deal with overuse injuries. I honestly worked through so many problems with my fingers because of when I played Devil May Cry.
Wow.
The way that I have my setup on Devil May Cry 5, I need to use, when I'm playing Nero, I have to use my left trigger so much that my pointer finger sometimes just starts hurting.
Not
and it-
like supported on 3DS, but like you have to do that homebrew thing. Like playing on Nintendo.
They no, it's not Nintendo supported, but they made it run on a 3DS, which is really fucking cool way to play it.
Interesting.
It's a shame they couldn't do the same for Pokemon Uranium since RPG Maker XP sucks. Oh, they made Uranium and RPG Maker XP? Damn. I started
know is
playing
no
through
matter-
Pokemon Insurgents.
All I know is no matter what, that I've heard that's a great. Oh, I think wasn't that the one I mentioned was like
Probably.
we were talking about the
It was either
ways they do
Uranium-
quality of life stuff.
It was
Because I've played
yeah.
Uranium and I didn't like it's slow no matter what I run it on.
Sure.
And I
I think it might just be it's just not well optimized because it's fucking RPG Maker.
yeah, I don't know. Which would they just grab whatever? If I'm just saying, if the community ever updates that to be like more streamlined, it'd be a lot quicker to play.
Yeah, I think it's at a point now where it's just gonna be hard to do that because of the way
Yeah.
that it's built. I've been doing DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi 3 CPU tournaments. Let's go, man.
What you're looking for today, just grab whatever grabs your eye. Twinkle shopper.
All right, so I think you grab the gold in here, but I don't think it really matters. We can grab the gold and we have enough money.
I think this reminds me a lot of like the idea of this like floating store in the middle of space. Reminds me of Space Dandy.
Space Dandy, I was gonna say it's boobies.
But so that was the thing where I was like, okay, this is just anime being weird. I didn't mean to come back in.
Yeah, it's just anime being dumb, and that's like the whole shtick.
Because again, of that thing of like, are we like what's it called when you make something are we I don't know what we're doing. Never mind. I can't think of the word.
Okay, Luke is giving up on trying to talk. So let me see.
Are
Yeah.
we making a weird? Are we making like this? Whatever the word is, when you make a weird, unique thing out of something, and you're like, this is supposed to be normal and fine, but we're making a whole thing out of it. Are we doing that to an actual part of half the human race's body part? Like it's just this thing. And I know that it's like, well, it's kind of impossible not to for the race clearly across history. 'Cause
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's this. And it's not bad to like. It's just interesting that it's like
It's definitely a weird thing to
floating in
think
the middle of
about.
space. But then I was like, oh wait, the thing that made me kind of like palate it a bit better. I was like, oh, they're parroting Hooters.
Yeah, I'm about to say it already exists.
I did not know.
We're
that
not
was-
making something weird for no sake whatsoever. It's literally just Hooters, dude.
Yeah, that was like okay, that makes way more sense because the way the waitress is dressed, I'm like, oh, but it's clearly like someone trying to like get through college. I'm like, yeah. That's the tough part.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Honey is like one of the best characters in the show.
All those restaurants should be subtitled "We have parents." Then I'd be fine with it.
Boobies,
by the way.
parentheses, we have parents.
Well, that's a joke in Parks and Rec when they're like
You just went back
promoting-
through the same portal again.
Oh, when they're promoting, I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping the portal would just take us right back to like.
No, you're gonna have to
Sweetly.
pull, I think, all the way back to the beginning of this segment. Because this is the portal at the end of this, like, part of the level. Fun fact, both my mother and myself have a metal allergy and can only really wear gold non-alloy jewelry. My mom has that issue as well, although I think it is with Yeah, she can't wear non-alloy stuff. It has to be above a certain grade. I don't remember exactly what it is. Yeah.
Like,
So
oh.
John, you've been doing Budokai Tenkaichi 3 tournaments. That's a game I never played. I want to try it at some point. It seems like a really fun game. I just like everybody agrees that it's just a sick game. I just keep like.
Oh, yeah, I just realized they have been putting like furniture around each
to the
level.
left.
Oh, I'm just showing off the like.
Yeah.
They put some sort of structure here so
you
knew
can
that
recognize it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 seems like a game that I'd really like to play, but also I'd have to like look into getting a copy. Isn't Honey implied to be like 500 years old because we don't meet her brother later in the game? Or in the show? I think. I don't remember that well. I don't think she's implied to be like super old. We do meet her brother. Her brother might just also be old as shit, but she's definitely a member of an alien race that lives for a while. Has like 90-something characters. I mean, that's not a good indicator of how good a game is, because I've played Dragon Ball Xenoverse way too much.
I don't want to, but Squishomp. This is delightful. It's perfectly perfect. I can see through tears of joy. Squirgle. Too good. Explode.
He literally splits himself in two.
That's interesting. No, there's something I'm trying to say about human psychology with it, but I am tired and I don't know how to articulate.
We don't have to articulate shit,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Like it's just coming across like I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's true.
Right. He had that insanely big knowledge cloud. Yeah, I remember him. He doesn't show up till really late then. He's like the second to last episode for the season, I think. Which, by the way, last episode of the season, or last 2 episodes of the season, because I think it's a 2-episode special. Fucking best thing. Best thing. Getting QT, like having QT, that entire sequence with QT, it was so good. That
This
whole
is
episode
probably
was great.
categorical to me in particular, but my favorite episode was the zombie.
We only watched like 3 episodes.
I know, but of those, my zombie one.
The zombie episode is the second episode. The zombie episode is very good. I like it.
We saw the planet.
Oh God, I love that one.
We
so
saw the
much.
zombie one, and we saw the first one.
Yeah, the first episode is the first episode,
Oh, and
and
then
I
I
like
think
it.
we saw one where there's just like a bunch of different dandies in the ship,
Oh yeah.
and it's like there's one that's like a chair dandy or something like
There's
that.
just a bunch of
or,
weird
like,
shit going on.
trying to
I
think
will.
of the-
I can give you the DVDs for that, or we can sit and watch it next time. You want to do a watch party for Space Dandy? I know I keep saying, yeah, we'll do watch parties in the
Yeah.
Discord, and then like not doing it. I am down to do it, like, if not this coming weekend, maybe the following weekend.
Oh, I meant to show you my. I don't have my like anime to watch list on me, but
I do. Here, give me that pink book.
yeah, because I don't keep mine in my phone. But
I literally just started like bullet journaling, and that's been very helpful for me for the most part. Except
write
this
it,
week.
I write it on a different device, and I wanted to send you a screenshot of the list because autocorrect will change the name of Japanese titles for things.
Yeah.
And so my list thinks that I want to watch Gutenberg Lagoon.
That's the best.
Yes.
That is by far the best name for anything. I want to watch that show. I don't
do
give a shit
too,
about
yeah.
Black Lagoon.
Yeah. No. It's because I was,
Gurren Lagann.
yes, exactly.
The other one.
trying
I
to
was like,
type
it's one
in-
of those 2 shows.
Yes, I've already seen Black Lagoon.
Okay. I do want to watch at least the beginning of Black Lagoon because I've heard that the voice
okay.
acting is just like fucking ridiculous at the
The English
beginning.
or the Japanese?
The English, where it's just like screaming constantly.
That's an English dub I actually would like. Richard
I've heard good things.
Richard and I have talked about English dubs, and we are a lot more tolerant than the. I don't even know if it's fair to say the majority of people like.
I think it's just the very vocal.
But it's a vocal-
the vocal group.
Yeah, it's a vocal group. I don't want to say if it's minority or majority, but people like what they like, and I'm totally down for whatever lets you consume your art better. Do that.
Yeah.
And I don't have a consistent rule. I change based on that.
Yeah,
that
it's-
is one where I will say even if you don't like dubs, watch the dub of
there are a few shows for the most part.
if you're interested in it.
For the
don't,
most
don't
part,
just watch it because I tell you to.
for the most part, I like watching dubs because you get a lot more of the original expression and intent, and because just
Mm-hmm.
like Japanese is a more expressive language, and so it's easier to like. Partly because it's built into the language, so they have to really like express themselves to be able to put any sort of stylization on it. And so like it's really interesting to see how some of that translates into English, but some shows just really fucking work with the actors that they have, like Cowboy Bebop, fucking amazing. Everybody's gonna talk about that's one of the first big ones that I would say, yeah, you should watch this show. Yu Yu Hakusho, perfectly serviceable dub.
I love you.
It's a very good. It's kind of questionable at the beginning, but by the like middle,
dub?
Yeah, the first like 3 or 4 episodes of the English dub are like kind of questionable. I went and rewatched them recently, and they're like a little bit questionable, but like it's still fine. And like by the end of it, it's great. I've heard what else? What's the name of it? Soul Eater.
Okay.
We've talked about that one. That I've heard
so
the
many
English dub
mixed
for
things.
that is really good. Which, by the way, apparently there's a show called Fire Force that has come out in for a couple years in the summer. It's been like a yearly summer anime that has been somehow connected in the manga already to. So it's like a prequel to Soul Eater somehow.
Oh, okay.
So apparently people have been taking it as we might get more Soul Eaters soon.
Oh,
Which is a wild thought. Yeah, these things usually are a little bit goofy. I don't know where Schwerps went. I wasn't paying attention to the text. Again. 3 coins.
oh shoot.
3 coins.
I actually want to be faster.
I was gonna say you might be better if you have more like area to cover with Bowser, but fair enough. There's a couple different approaches to this. That dude fucking juked you.
Yeah, I know he did. Me building my Dex Paladin. I want to be faster. I must be
More.
faster. Did you say lore?
I said more.
Yeah, okay. I was just thinking like, lore, I need to make lore for this character.
I don't make lore for a character when I make it. I make up the lore after I've done like 2 or 3 sessions, and the DM goes, "So what's your backstory?" Like it's when the DM goes, "So what's your backstory?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, the pig." I forgot about the pig.
Okay.
I love this fucking thing. It's such a weird thing to do.
Yeah, I thought I was like, I guess I set him free. So-
No. It's 3 pigs, now it's 2 pigs, but they're faster.
Yeah, this is so funny.
This is the best enemy. Max strength and faith. I mean, like, if we're playing...
Wow, he really did predict.
He fucking juked you,
I got
man.
predicted.
So another thing, Elden Ring came out.
I heard.
I haven't played it at all.
Neither have
I
I.
cannot comment on it at all. I have not watched any gameplay of it. I've heard like 2 or 3 like random tips from people online for people trying to help beat the game, or people trying to help other people beat the game. From what I've heard, is a gigantic open world game, like fucking huge.
Wasn't Dark Souls kind of open world?
Dark Souls was like pretty linear, I want to say. Like technically there are multiple like routes. Like basically when you get past Ornstein and Smough, the game opens up.
Yeah, I think it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not fair to just be like, just because you can backtrack
pull out
means it's
Bowser.
open world. You're correct. Oh wow, that actually like somehow.
I'm gonna
Who
wait.
wants pork roast tonight? He doesn't have PP for this move, so he can do it as long as I can spam it.
Bowser has no PP. You heard it here first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's weird. So if they're already in the hitbox, they don't get hit by it again.
Yeah, it you have to like reset your thing or just like back up.
I'm gonna wait for it to come to Game
back-
Pass. Fair enough, Walker Pierce.
Back it up. Back it up. Alright, that's a
Yeah.
dumb song.
Fair enough, Walker Pierce. Don't worry about him. Just leave the pig alone.
Do we have a key?
I don't think so.
Oh, we could be doing this the whole time. I forgot. Oh wait, Navi. We just have. I forgot. Her name's not Navi.
No, her name's not Navi. It's Tippy.
Right.
There you
I
go.
forgot you have to. Yeah.
It's a little bit wonky. Yeah.
Well, I forgot that you have to point out the bar, not the TV.
Yeah, Walker Pierce. I'm probably gonna wait for it. I've just got too many other fucking games to play. I want to play through Nier Automata. Pigarhythm.
Yeah, that is
algorithm.
algorithm. Yeah, I was like trying to figure out how to pronounce algorithm. Everything about it is just odd. Max HP is question mark. Attack is 2. It takes 3 stomps to finish off his piggy, but each stomp makes it smaller and faster. It's very hard to stomp the last one. Pigarhythms often drop many coins, so you may want to hunt them if you're broke. Wowzer's like jump.
I still have a year and a half left of Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, dude, just use that. Game Pass is a really good value if you don't intend on keeping a lot of the games you want to play.
Alright, I think I'm gonna be sick.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait because I've got at least 5 or 6 other games that I want to just play on my own time, including Castlevania: Curse of Darkness and Nier Automata, and then probably Nier Replicant. On top of that, I think I also want to play through just some other shit that I've got laying around. I have so many fucking games just laying around that I could be playing through. I like Soulsborne, but I've never beaten one, so I don't want the money investment. Fair enough. Honestly, they're just hard games, man. Like, don't get me wrong, they're very fun. Like, especially when you've, like... When you've got the time and the patience to sit down and beat them, it's a great time. It's so much fun. But when you don't, it can just turn into a slog. Or you can try and grab the pig rhythm.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to... Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not high enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just leave him. Just leave him.
No. Alright.
Let's go somewhere else.
Oh, you're just supposed to not be here.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be here. This game's pretty good about letting you figure out what you need to do kinda early on in an area. Castlevania Replicant and Near Curse of Darkness, or Cure of Darkness, as Walker Pierce has put it.
Why was the thing that seemed like the only door in here, unless you're supposed to, like... Oh.
There is another door.
Yeah. I was like, see?
I told you, man! You jump up there. This game is confusing for no reason. Yes, it is, but it's a fun confusing, and I played it as a kid, so I'm willing to forgive it a little bit, even if it's because of nostalgia goggles. Yo, Pig Rhythm Snipe.
Snipe.
Yo, that's a lot of fucking coins.
Do they get more coins because they're bigger?
You get coins because you're slow. You're probably gonna need Peach across
I
that.
would probably need Peach.
But yeah, this game can be a little bit confusing as far as level design, but like overall, this game is extremely fun. And I mean, even if you guys are like questioning whether or not you would enjoy this game, you probably would enjoy it. Because like Luke and I are fucking around and not really paying attention.
I'm having a blast. I have had a blast with both of these Paper Mario games.
These games are good. The original three Paper Mario games are very good games.
I was just like, yeah, that's nice. There you go.
They warned us prior to entering the zone. This is called the Woe Zone.
Yeah.
All right, so there's your key.
I
So
get
now we
my
go back.
peaches out in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Fresh farm picked.
I get my weed farm to table.
I like the idea of him just eating straight grass.
Yes.
I think you got flipped to Mario. I beat it like 6 months ago. It's a fun time. I don't know. John, what do you think, man?
I took Peach to California. Because it's like I took my chick up to the north, but
I haven't.
his chick is Peach, so he just takes more peaches out to the north.
To the right.
Oh yeah.
It's through that door. But I haven't told you yet. So I'm going out to Europe this summer.
Well, you mentioned the password, but I didn't want to.
Yeah. I mean, like I already talked about it on the stream. Pig Rhythm Farms remembers. Thanks, Walker
I
Pierce.
don't think me asking would be prying either, but I'm just
Yeah, but so I'm going out to Europe for the summer. I'm gonna be going to the UK, flying out to meet some friends. We're all gonna be going out to Amsterdam for
That's very
TwitchCon,
Oh wow.
and then we're all gonna be I'm gonna fly back to Ireland afterwards for like a week to visit some more friends out there, because you know I'm not gonna be out there more than once a year. I think the game's fine. The controls are very responsive. I think TTYD spoiled me. TTYD is a very good game, but it's also a very different type of game.
Yeah.
This is it feels a little bit rougher around the edges, but that's because they're trying something entirely new. Yeah, no, TTYD is such a fucking good game, man.
Oh wait, I have to like. Okay.
Yeah, you
I was
gotta
like, I
walk.
have to think about this. Oh no. Oh no.
This is where the controls stop being really intuitive, but that is kind of the point of the area, so.
Wait. Yeah, it's the woe zone. So you do something, and you're like, oh, whoa.
It's a Keanu Reeves whoa. Whoa.
Oh, whoa. All right.
I don't think you can get up there. But yeah, TTYD is an incredibly good game. I might play through it with a friend of mine off the channel again soon. But then I definitely want to do Book of Mario Thousands of Doors.
Yeah.
So if everybody doesn't know, Book of Mario Thousands of Doors, you got it?
Yeah, it's just me learning it.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you weren't just like stuck for a sec.
I'm not afraid to learn.
You know what? That's a good way to look at things. But I might play through Book of Mario Thousands of Doors. So Book of Mario Thousands of Doors, I would 100% love to. It's basically a somebody just took all the text for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and ran it through like a shit ton of different like translators. It was like the Google Translator script, and then they put that script into the actual game. So unfortunately, it's going to be kind of hard for me to get that running, but I think I can.
When are you going, by the way?
Oops is evil. Huh?
When are you
when am I-
going, by the way?
To Europe?
Yes.
That's going to be July.
Okay.
So I'll be going for like 2 weeks in July.
Have fun and definitely, like, I know you say this to me all the time, like, legitimately be safe.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm staying with a bunch of friends who I trust. I've known them for like 2 years at this point, and like,
Are they friends you met online?
they are.
Are you
but
gonna
they're-
get catfished?
I mean, like, I'm not looking to date them, so
Are
I
you
don't
gonna
think
get-
that really matters.
Oh, dude, catfishing is not just for
I know,
you.
I know, I know. I'm
Are you
just
gonna
fucking
get
around.
pescado de gato?
I feel like that's not the term that they
Yeah,
use for
I do
catfish.
feel like that's not the term. Does that seem like not the term to you?
That pescado de gato does not seem like the
Pescado
term.
de gato.
I was explaining this to people who I work with on
Pescado de gato.
so a couple of the
I don't know.
a couple of the project managers for the plumbers who work out in the field for my company were at the happy hour on Wednesday, and I was sitting there talking with them, and I was like, you know, it's really funny because after working in a kitchen and getting yelled at by Hispanic people for like, you know, 2 years, that's my favorite way to describe what I did at work because
Yeah,
it was really just getting yelled at by Hispanic
It
people
jarred
most of
me
the
for a
time.
second. I was like, yeah, that's what it, if that's what it was. It's what it was.
It's what it was, man. It was working in a hot kitchen and getting yelled at by Hispanic people for like a year and a half or a year, whatever it was. And so the nice enough dudes, but like, you know, just the way that work culture, like the way that their work culture is, like they're just gonna sit there and yell at you and call you a fucker and like.
Sure.
And so
yeah.
you walk into work and you just go, oh yeah, puto.
Dude, honestly, like,
And so like,
just being a guy, when you're not down with that, you get a lot of that.
It's
Just
annoying.
Being a guy, and you're like, I'm gonna talk to you the way all guys talk to each other, and you're like,
I don't really care for it either, but at the same time, I know that they didn't mean like ill, and so I was just like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
And so, like, I learned a fair amount of Spanish over the course of getting yelled at by Hispanics for a year and a half.
That's
And so
useful.
it's very useful because now I can go down to the job sites and most of the construction workers are Hispanic, at least that I've noticed. And honestly, most people in the company agree with me. Most of them are Hispanic, and so a lot of them speak Spanish on the job sites that nobody understands what they're saying because they're usually speaking very rudely because that's just how they are. And so
I'm backtracking at this point.
you are. But
I am.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to go forward in that one.
Maybe you want to use Peach here to go up that way. Maybe I was wrong about it. So you go over to the other side.
Oh,
up the stairs.
is this like the same?
Yeah.
That's sort of the same. Gotcha.
So it's really funny because I was telling a story. I went in last summer.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Last summer, my boss was like, "Okay, you're going over to a job site for a couple days. You're gonna walk around and just like, you know, watch what they're doing." And it was the most boring shit ever. If I'm being completely honest, I think it was unnecessary for me to be there for the entire day, considering I'm just watching them install pipe. Yo, get that pasta.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
That's why
Now
I
I'm
say get the
panicking.
pasta.
I'm panicking.
Stop
I'm
panicking. You're literally Bowser. Fucking don't panic. You can also swap characters, and I forget if your health transfers or not.
Oh,
Swap to another character.
wait, they took it. Did I get the thing?
No, you
wait.
didn't, because you waited too long. No, dude, you just used a life shroom.
Yeah, isn't that 5?
Yeah, when it could have been a restore when you die.
Oh.
Yeah, don't life shroom, man.
All I saw was 5, and I was like, that's what we want.
No, there's not. Why?
Can we go back to my save?
No, because the last save was like 2 zones ago.
This is a
Because you
Nuzlocke.
didn't save.
This is a Nuzlocke.
Drop down.
We have to...
Yeah, this way.
This way. Okay. So I don't feel safe.
Pull back this way. Okay, yeah, I see it. Hit that flip block.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Okay. Now you flip.
Okay.
Yep, now you go up this way and you just go in. Look. Oh. Yeah.
Before
You fool!
you should have seen my face. I was like,
It was a good face. It's a very good face.
I didn't
Go to
do
the
that.
yeah. Yeah, so it's really funny when I walk into so like I was at this job site for like 2 days.
That was just a Faith Peach jump. I'm gonna be. Oh wait, do you have?
You probably got a drop.
Oh.
Big,
No, I don't need to
big,
drop.
big,
There's
big,
just a
big,
pig
big.
down here. Well, I guess we want the coinge. I've been fooled by the coinge pig. I could get straight faces.
Give me the fucking
favorite
controller.
sentences I've ever said. Like that hit me like a 5 second afterwards. I was like, oh, I'm a comedy genius.
You just give me the fucking controller. I've been fooled by the Queen's pig.
Can I make a D&D monster called the
The
Queen's Pig?
Go for it. All right, so there's a key.
It's like in the Gandalf voice. Luke, you fool.
But yeah. So people didn't. So like, I was at this job site for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And it was incredibly funny because, like, nobody there knew that I spoke Spanish initially, except for like the dude who I came in with.
Not fluently, but at least.
I could understand pretty much everything they were saying.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, not super. I can't speak super fluently, but like I can understand a lot. Ouch. And so it was really funny. Okay, I didn't fuck myself. I know I didn't, but this is annoying. Fucking genius. But they didn't they didn't know.
stylish, by the way. I just want to say how stylish that looked. That you flipped in the midair.
It looked pretty cool. Yeah, I like it.
Please carry on.
So I was playing. Let John play again before my chest hurts. You don't gotta be mean to him.
I'm such a delayed critique also because I gave you the thing that is also, by the way, I was in pain.
Oh, this is fucking annoying. Yeah, so they didn't know that I spoke Spanish at first, and so I walk in and I hear him talking, and they're calling the one dude Tio, which is uncle in Spanish. I was like, is that? Well, everybody calls him Tio. I was like, is that everybody's uncle? He's like, no, it's the lead plumber's uncle. And I was like, gotcha. So I walk up, and I like 2 hours later, I'm walking around and I see Tio having trouble pulling a 2x4 up some steps. And I walk up to him and I'm like, oh yeah, Tio, necesita ayuda. And he just looked at me with his big fucking bug eyes, not realizing that I knew Spanish at first. I was like, yeah. I was like, arriba? He was like, yeah. He just like stunned.
You say necesita ayuda?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Necesitas ayuda, but
I thought you said... ahora. I was like, you need now.
you need now.
I was like, huh?
No. He just looked at me like fucking stunned, like speechless, and it was so fucking funny. Because then, the next day I came in, because I was there for 2 days, and I came in early the next day, and they were all sitting outside getting ready to prep and, eating breakfast and all that shit. And I walk up, and Tio he walks up to me, he's like, hola, ¿cómo estás? He starts talking like fluent Spanish. I'm like, okay, I can understand this. I can't fucking respond to this properly.
Damn.
Which sucks because he definitely didn't speak a ton of English, but I know he understood it to some extent. Eat shit, dude.
Oh, you have to hit that thing again if you want to, like...
Yeah, you gotta keep running around to go get it.
Yeah. And you gotta jump all the, like, weird little...
This looks so fucked.
If my computer was doing this, I'd be like, I'd burn it.
I love shit like this. Just like really bizarre like uses of like physics and like, unique things, I guess is the best way to put it.
I like how everything looks like that green of the...
I'm gonna save here, that way we fuck
Why
if we
are
fuck up
circuit boards green naturally?
I don't know if there's a good reason. I would have to look at that.
I would think it's because if you're staring at something soldering for a while, it's a soothing color.
It probably is. It's probably just like, because you can make PCBs whatever color you want.
The board itself.
Yeah, you can make the board whatever.
I would figure, like, I wouldn't think it's any specific, like, material that just has to be green, but it's reminding me of that green. That's
I don't know if it's, like, naturally, like, if there's some, like, specific reason why or not.
That's what it's putting off to me, like, this world.
Yeah. No, that's kind of the point, I think. It's just very weird. It's supposed to be a very weird... Because, like, you're in another dimension, right? That's the point.
Wozen.
The
I
woe
got
zone.
so cold that my fingies are wozen.
There you go, folks.
Oh no, is that like a thing for people?
It kind of is.
Did I make somebody hard?
No. It's just a joke. Usually, like, it's called, like, a woo speech or a woe speech. That sort of, like, specific thing.
Yes,
It's just... Everybody either fucking hates it or uses it to piss people off,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the only reason you use it. Spatial puzzle, David. Look, man, this is like half of what I do for a job. What's up, Eric? Half of what I do for a job is figuring out like 50-year-old fucking building drawings that nobody's touched in years.
You get to see the old stuff?
I get to see the old shitty scans of stuff.
I only get to see like basically stuff that we're doing designed to build.
Yeah.
So it's all from scratch.
Right.
Not a lot of it. We are doing some renos, but like I don't get to look at old plans as much, and I would love to see like, the old school drawing.
If I can get a hold of some of them, they just look like shit, dude. Like a lot of them are like really bad scans. Because I'm looking at a lot of digital stuff. I don't normally have the physical plans.
Yeah, part of me wants to ask my team for their grandfather's
Clock.
like their so we know what time to leave.
Yeah.
Their drawings, so I can see like how he drew them.
I mean, like people still do like architects. It's mostly architects now. It's not necessarily building engineers, but a lot of architects do still do stuff in like just like drawing it out by hand. Yeah. You just have to. You would just have to like actually like scan it back in.
You know who I just realized Squips might be?
Uh,
I'm still thinking of Squip from Be More Troll for some reason. He's the Squip and he's gonna teach us how to be popular. No. He reminds me of Mimi.
oh, fair. Yeah, I can see that. It's similar design.
I have to be I have to be cognizant of that. That's any body snatcher doppelganger show. You gotta be like
That could be
that could be anyone.
Yeah. That's why Mimi is so good, because they literally don't show Mimi's form until the end of chapter 2. They don't show Mimi's like true form until the end of chapter 2. You don't see what she looks like. That's why I like that. It's a really good presentation of that character.
There's a movie that I can appreciate in concept, and I've watched enough analyses of like, here's why this movie's scary, or here's why that movie's scary. Because I don't really watch scary movies, but I like knowing the writing reason that it's like the psychology behind it. And there was a horror movie called It Follows.
I recall that one, yeah. I didn't watch it, but I recall it.
The entity that is the bad guy in it can shapeshift. It can look like anything.
Yeah, and that's what's scary about it.
It's part of what's scary about it. Like it, and so it really gives this whole like, almost like Cold War-esque or like Vietnam-esque. Like no, anyone could be a spy. Like anybody can be a spy.
Yeah.
Just like dang.
Squirps, you
Best
done well.
character.
You're a smart kid.
Whoa. Squirp. What? Oh, he's backwards like the Waluigi thing.
I'm gonna offer you the remote.
Oh, it's a boss fight. Who are you?
Woohoo. Wah.
I'm just one of Complex's more promising minions, the Green Thunder.
The Green Thunder.
Mr. L. Mr. L.
We could be Mimi for all we know. That's true. I wouldn't mind being Mimi. She gets to wear cute maid outfits.
I'm about to give you a burial at sea. I mean a burial in space. Just because you're in red doesn't mean you're strong. How about you?
Did you know gaming that I'm eating some pre-made tikka masala? Dude, you gotta make it homemade.
Lie bigger than us.
I mean, that's what he do.
What? Oh, man. He truly has he truly has wild himself.
Mr. L, because he always taking L's. He uses fucking items like a chump. You figured out the fight now. Congrats.
Can I interrupt his casting?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing.
Okay, cool.
Good fight. Yeah. Very good.
Let's have a clean, fair fight. Ding, ding.
All right, let's have a clean, fair. Oh.
Impressive. I guess there's but one thing to do, Come to me, metal bro.
Nothing's really stopping you. Wear the maid outfit if you want. See, I'd be more keen on wearing the maid outfit if I think that I had a good, like, body type for it, but I don't think I do.
Okay.
And Luke is uncomfortable now. Oh, yeah.
You like him? My dear metal brother. He and I share a spiritual bond, you know. And his name is Brobot.
Welcome to Brobot.
A spiritual bond. This is like in the Into the Spider-Verse where she's connected to the spider and the robot.
Can we get the Evangelion music playing in the background really loud? Hold on. Stream incentive, I wear a maid outfit? Absolutely not. I would be too embarrassed for that in the first place.
Ooh. The gravitational laws of space allow Brobot's potential to be fully realized. Mr. Jumps all the time. Now we'll see who the better jumper is. Oh no. I really need like a strafe. Choco bar.
Speed up.
Oh. Oh no. Power up. Oh shoot.
This is where it turns into an actual horizontal
Yeah, I was
shooter.
about to say.
Just don't get hit.
I missed
Don't
one.
get hit. So good. Just don't get hit. This music slaps. I was gonna put on the Evangelion music over it, and I was just like, nah. You're good, dude. You're good. Just keep going. You got this shit. You got him on lock.
I mean, so far it hasn't been too overwhelming.
No, for the most
Or-
part it isn't. This one's actually a pretty fair fight.
Let's make it fair, clean.
All right, boys. Let's have a fair fight.
Oh,
You have a shield. You're
that
fine.
actually was very like nice of them.
Yeah, that was very lenient. The amount of missiles that you were putting out, just like flying back and forth.
Well, because I'm also shooting them forward, which means I'm literally just spamming the got him from the back.
We got him, boys. I wish the bosses had health bars. That's fair. I kind of like that they don't, because it means the fights are a little bit more tense in a game that's just platforming. But I can totally understand that, especially coming from TTYD. I think it makes more sense to not have boss health bars and more action-based combat. Just because it clutters the UI of the game more.
I kind of understand it in like roguelikes because you're gonna get punished so hard if you don't.
Yeah,
like, get
you
it.
gotta know.
But with RPGs, it's kind of fun, especially with like a tabletop. It's fun to not know.
Yes,
when you're gonna
exactly.
go down.
There's benefits to both. It adds like a tenseness and a funness to the
So
combat.
has Luigi been like? Did he look at the moon or whatever?
I mean, what do
From
you
the,
think?
The local 58 or whatever. Don't look
No,
at
no,
the
you remember Anastasia? Anastasia?
Yeah.
She can hypnotize people. She hypnotized Luigi.
Luigi, yeah.
Yeah.
Mommy.
I'm scarred by Cuphead as well. Cuphead's just kind of a bitch, honestly. Like, that game is just fucking hard.
Come say hi to Scorp's mommy. Scorp.
Mummy!
We were talking about Dark Souls. I was expecting the girl
You expecting Guinevere?
in the
Just imagine this in that same
for the
pose.
visual component. I just put my hand on my head with the like elbow out like
Yeah,
that,
like that's
just
all you
that.
have to do.
This is Scorp's mommy, the Queen of Scorpia. Her name is Scorpina the 14th.
That is 14. You should know that because of Final Fantasy 14, a very popular MMO.
The Queen is your mother, so you are.
I have been considering trying to play
Prince of
14 again.
Scorpia, a once great kingdom. My true name is Scorp Star Wars.
Squirp Star
My
Wars.
true name is Scorp Skywalker. Scorp Corogaline Scorpina. Sorry for not telling you. Scorp's promised not to tell. It makes Scorp's a target.
Ah, yes, political issues.
You were at no point a target. Is she made out of stone?
She's just a gold statue, I think.
Long ago, Scorp's mother was told that destruction would come to the world, and in order to protect us from destruction, we needed the pure heart. Mommy hid the pure heart in the woe zone where no one could get it. So 1,500 years ago, Scorps was put to sleep in a hibernation capsule sweep. Scorps was meant to bring the hero here to protect the world, Scorple. So that's why the Prince of Scorpia, Scorps, has a message from the Queen to deliver. I bestow upon you the pure heart in the hope that you will save the world. Here, take it, Scorp. We are moving right along.
We are moving along. Been 2 hours. Luke, do you remember the horses?
It's our bit that we beat to death.
Just like the horses.
That was good.
That's what it's about, folks.
I was not teeing that up, and that was
No,
very
you
good.
just set it up. I was like, okay, I'm taking it.
That was very good.
I've been sitting into it. You know what the secret is? I've just been going into voice chats and talking with people and just like making really stupid offhand quips the entire
That
time.
was good. I like that. Phew, now that Scorps is all relaxed, Scorps feels kind of tired, said Scorps. With that, Scorps laid down before the statue of his beloved mother. Mother, he said, his voice soft. I did my best, right? Are you proud of me? Aww. There's something about, like, going into the future and being, like seeing those remnants of your past. I don't know. Like, obviously that's very light here.
Yeah.
Slowly, young Scorps closed his eyes for the last time. Yeah. The mission had weighed heavy on the tiny back, and he was proud to fulfill it.
They don't mention specifically that he dies, but there's a decent chance he just dies here. Because you gotta figure he's been alive for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, interlude. So guys, huddle up, okay? We're just gonna have a quick new minion orientation. His name is Mr. L. He comes to us from one of our key competitors. This is done like a board meeting.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm impressed by the minion quality. No, indeed. No wonder you've been trounced up to now. You're like junior minions. He's saying this after just getting his butt
I
kicked.
love. Well, you know what I love about this is they portray Mr. L as like an antithesis to Luigi, because Luigi's generally kind of like meek and like very like he tones himself down a lot. Like he doesn't play himself up ever, and then this dude's just kind of got a little bit too full of himself.
He's more of a scaredy cat, like by Luigi's Mansion. Junior, there you go.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. I'm just gonna hurt my voice.
Underdo should have Fish Junior, Weep Pal Slappy. Oh, she's got a new Lolita dress on. Gosh, Mr. L, didn't you get spanked too? Maybe you're the junior. Oh yeah, because they all lost to him, right?
Yeah.
I have this bright idea. What if we all beat him? What if we all fight him at the same time?
I got an idea. How about you all cooperate for once in your stupid fucking lives?
I have this brilliant idea. Let's fight him unfairly.
He's not Luigi. He's Mr. L. That is true. We don't know where Luigi is, but he's like an antithesis. It's like he's got the reversed L on the hat too.
See,
I'm not saying he is Luigi. I'm just saying that he's like Luigi.
He calls women dear. He's on that alpha male grind. He's got the right idea.
He's definitely a fucking.
Condescend to women. No.
He's not an alpha male. He's a sigma male.
He wakes squip male.
He's awake for 27 hours out of 24 a day. He never sleeps. He always makes sure that he gets to bed on time though. He's got like 45 pizzas for lunch and then works out for an hour.
Monday, paleo every Tuesday.
Exactly.
Yogurt every Wednesday. Paper every Thursday. Literally just straight eats paper every
It's good
Thursday.
fiber, man. It's good. You got to keep it on that grind set.
Hoops every Friday. And
Only on Fridays. I love how quickly. No. Hold on. High five. You picked up on that bit way quicker than I thought you were gonna.
Well, that's what I was. Yeah, it's just. He needs the fiber for that final push.
Why is idle animation?
And then
a pelvic?
cheat day on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh yeah. Of course, you gotta have a cheat day. Why is his idle animation a pelvic thrust? I mean, wouldn't yours be if you were a sigma male?
Is Luigi pelvic thrust?
I
thought he was kind of bouncing
relatively, like his arms are being thrown back and he's like leaning forward into his knees.
He will be mine next time. Yes, he shall know. The fury of the one and only Mr. L, aka the Green Thunder. But enough about me. I need to head to the repair bay for Brobot modifications. L8er.
I like that it says just L8er.
As he falls. Though the man in red shall be. I'm sorry, by the way.
He still does it every time he comes into the room, though. He just jumps off and you just hear the scream.
He's like, I love the idea that he's confident, panicked while he's falling, and then confident.
He's just like, I'm good. I'm good.
He's the epitome of the Gabriel Iglesias joke. The plane dropped in midair and I was gay for 5 seconds. Just
Hold on.
Like, he's just
Hold on.
immediately freaking out.
I got it.
It's just like a very quick fall.
I'm good. I'm good.
What are we on now? The reverberation.
Yeah, just put on a shit ton of reverb for that.
The man in red shall wield formidable powers. One shall stand against him. The man in green shall use the Chaos Heart's power to bring darkness to all. Thus saith the Lord.
It'd be so funny if randomly in the
he's-
middle they just started making it sound like Bible
Well,
scripture.
it's weird. They're kind of fanatical. You know what
It
I'm
is.
saying?
That
It's
is the
kind of-
point.
Yeah. It's written in the dark prognosticus. So what you're saying is the man in green is our minion in training, Mr. L. What that makes as much sense as a beef and broccoli sandwich. Calm yourself, Chunks. Make ready. Count Black is sending you on a new mission. Now that makes sense. It'll be my honor, Count. Chunks, I swear to you. They're swearing to himself. Chunks,
I swear to you. Fuck.
This hero's got a hot date with me feet. Chunks away. This reminds me
Chunks
of the
away.
Bo Burnham bit from What, where it's like, is he skiing or is he in a gay porn? Is he skiing or is he in a gay porn?
Oh no.
Here's a hint. He's in a gay porn. It's from Bo Burnham's What. That's the bit. Aren't we hot blood? Well, I suppose that's to be admired. If you excuse me, I've got to be on my way as well.
A beef and broccoli sandwich doesn't sound terrible. With the right bread, sure.
It actually doesn't sound
That actually sounds pretty decent. You put a little bit of cheese on there or something. That sounds fucking good.
like in general.
Yeah.
So poor little Mimi doesn't get to be on the fun. This stinks. So this still isn't even her true form.
I think that we did see her true form. It was that creepy ass spider thing.
Right, I'm saying this isn't her true form.
I mean, like, it looks like her true form. She just put on a different dress.
No. I'm saying the spider's the true form, and this is like.
Yeah, that's not her true form. But we didn't even see that before this.
Which one's not her true form?
The thing that we saw right now is not her true form.
Yes.
The spider thing is her true form.
Yes.
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Well, I love that because it kind of spoilers for any any Teen Titans Young Justice property where Miss Martian appears. But like, there you go. That's the spoiler.
That's it. That's all the spoiler
Miss
is.
Martian is actually like a gray Martian.
Yeah.
And not a green one.
Yeah.
And so she looks more monstrous than like green ones look more humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
But she just looks like a green one because she can also shapeshift.
It's technically it's both because her like normal body just hangs off of the spider bit.
Yeah.
We talked about that with Doc Ock and all
when
that.
something's vestigial and dangling, it's very weird.
So like it's technically kind of both. She's just kind of changing like she's not physically like disguising herself. She's just kind of changing like how that body works.
It's like Bisky from Hunter x Hunter.
Kinda, yeah.
Eric will know what I'm talking about, hopefully. Also, I can't wait till Neferpitou, what's her name? Hunter x Hunter's on.
Neferpitou.
Hunter x Hunter's on the brain. What's her name? Nefarious girl?
Nastasia.
Nastasia, I can't wait till she lets her hair down and we know it's season 3, right?
She lets her hair down and then immediately goes ape shit on everybody.
I hate to seem like a whistleblower here, but immediately shot. But O-Chunks may not, actually even Dementio, Mimi, and Mr. L may not be up to it. That hero is going to collect the pure hearts from the chest cavities of his enemies,
Oh no.
and he's kind of
I love the idea of Mario just beating all of them. It's like, the pure heart's in that one.
I'm gonna do the Mario. What's the
Oh, the
like-
Indiana Jones bit.
Hey Luigi, a Kalima. That's what it is. Yeah. I kind of like I couldn't start off with Kalima. I had to like get something into the.
No, that's the correct way to do it.
Princess Peach, a Kalima.
So you just that's how they beat him. You just convince Mario that everybody else has the pure heart stuck in their actual chests.
Yeah, I just love the idea of him doing it to Peach, so he doesn't understand.
He's like no remorse whatsoever for it.
Daisy, you're cool. And then he like moves on.
He keeps walking.
It's according to plan. Count Black assures you.
I don't know about what, Eric.
It's strange. Nobody ever cherished. Wait, what? I don't know about what. Oh, just the character Bisky from Hunter x Hunter. That like she has. Well, I guess it depends on how far you got in Hunter x Hunter. So I don't know. I have to categorize. Eric's my Hunter x Hunter friend, and you're my Yu Yu Hakusho friend. Yes, I've now categorized
That's just
you
how we're
in terms of
categorizing.
Togashi properties.
Okay, fair.
It's strange. Nobody ever cherished the universe the way you once did. Yet you've been made to destroy it. You're like some men that just want to watch the world burn. That's quite enough. Forgot her name. Nastasia.
That's quite enough.
If I could, you'd what? Dude, I know they want us to feel bad for her, but she mind controlled people. If only I could have, been that girl, things would have been different. Is this? She's talking about Timpani. If I could
It
have
clicked, folks.
If I could have been that girl, things would have been different. Dude, it is thickening.
I love the relationship here. It's so fucking good.
If I could have been that girl, she cannot be replaced. You could never hope to do so, Nastasia.
He's not saying that like
Very sorry.
meanly.
It just slipped out.
It's just like a matter of fact thing.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's what really gets me about it. He's not trying to be mean there.
I love the subtle little idol. Like she's like kind of like pepping her shoulders up and twitching a little bit.
Yeah, and her eyebrows raised. The one that we can actually see.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's a scar. To be sure, she is gone. Gone from all worlds, never to return. Oh, Black was...
The story is so very good. Yes, I agree. It is really fucking
Oh,
good.
man.
There we go.
What are you thinking? There's no... So now I have to imagine the male voice is Black.
Yes.
What are you thinking? There's no possible way no one would allow it. If we can't be happy here, we must leave for a place that will accept our love.
You slipped into a weird like
Yeah, he's
speech
doing
pattern
the
there,
air.
and I just immediately went, "What if they're Russian?"
We must. Yeah, I can't do a Russian accent, but apparently I did just then.
Just like enough of one for me to like just sit there and be like, "Yeah." It's not heavy-handed. It's excellently subtle.
We
Exactly.
will go to motherland, where love will be accepted. I can't do a Russian accent.
We will go to motherland.
Dude, I can't. We will go to motherland
It's
where
really
it will be
fucking-
accepted.
It is.
I can't
It
do
is Russian accents are very hard for
It's
me.
very hard, yeah.
It's not an easy accent to pull off if you've never like sat. You need to like sit and like just listen to people talk in that accent.
I can't bear to see you hurt again. Karlov has no home. Let us spend our lives searching together.
Luke's feeling it now.
No, because I just remember that scene in Yu Yu Hakusho at the end of Chapter Black, where his partner locks him and Sensui into that like void.
Yeah.
That shook me when I watched it. I was like, "That's rough."
It's so rough, man.
Which like he's like, because he's kind of like saying like, "I get it, we don't belong." I
Yeah.
get it. So we'll just go away.
Right.
It's like, oh. But we can't really be like, no, come back, because it's like they were evil.
Right.
And they were like doing crazy stuff. Like,
Yeah.
It's I don't know if they, like apart from them being evil, they were doing some pretty evil stuff. And it's just like there's that tragedy of it. You know what I mean? It's just that's what this is getting on. I beg of you again, Timpani, marry me. I promise I will make you happy. You just won't give up, will you? Of all the crazy, stubborn, foolish men. Timpani, answer me, please. Lumiere, I love you. Take me away. Make love to me every day.
Oh no. It's got a lot more mature real quick. It's very difficult for the native English tongue. Yeah, Russian is one of the hardest languages for
Yeah.
native English speakers to learn. It's like, generally, from what I've heard, it's a lot of Far East Asian languages, so it's going to be like Chinese. Any Chinese dialect is generally very hard to learn. Russian, and funny enough, Finnish. Finnish, it's almost a dying language at this point, but it's also one of the hardest languages for native English speakers to learn.
Go to my...
Don't
Yes.
bother. He's like trying to do a Russian
Yes.
accent.
I'm Russian.
I apologize for any Russians.
bad guy in the season 3 of Stranger Things, and also every American movie. Oh, I'm getting it a little
You're
bit.
getting a little
I'm
bit.
getting it a little bit, boys.
I apologize to every Russian person who has to watch this stream.
Whew, I'm kind of... Is it getting rusky in here, boys?
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, can I not say... Oh, can I not say Russ? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I not say...
Hey,
I actually
screen's
don't
looking
know
a little bit red there. No, I'm not going there.
Are we getting scared of the color red in here, boys? All right. I'm doing like
We're
the hot
past
under
the 80s.
collar.
We can stop talking about the Red Scare.
We're bad. No one has said the word McCarthy is not rolling in his grave, and it's
No.
fine.
Yeah.
I love you. Take me away. Take me to a world where we can be happy. Man, this is like the Doomed Lovers thing.
No, Ruski, like Ruski. Like the old term, like the term that people use to refer to Russians
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
don't really
Ruski.
care about them.
Ruski.
Ruski.
Ruski. Anyway, we got 5 pure hearts. It's kind of a
But I
collection.
like that Mario and Bowser have been doing this the whole way back.
Yes, yes. It's the only time that they get to bond.
They're like speaking stupid accents.
Man.
I like they do that after this game. Every once in a while, they'll just walk up to it, like they'll be like in the middle of fighting, and they'll just walk past each other and do some stupid fucking accent for like 30 seconds, and then
Dude.
continue fighting.
I want more Mario, like, just expand, like, extended universe, weird non-canon stuff
That'd be fun.
in games.
The problem is like, especially with Japanese companies, like they tend to keep really like iron fucking tight grips on their IPs.
And it's a very, I can't be too hard on them because, like, I was gonna say it's a very, like, strict, singular interpretation of each character. Like, there's a, what's it called when a character only shows one aspect, and that's actually fine sometimes? Like, if it's static.
Yeah,
They're
static
pretty
character.
static, and it's like,
That's fine.
it actually is fine, but they're showing that they can, like, kind of show, like, even just him talking in Paleo, like, you got the king of evilness on your side. You can't go wrong.
Right,
like,
right,
it's
right.
just kind of like, and he's drumming his belly. Like, you
Yeah,
can totally
yeah.
just imagine it. Like,
He's when he needs to be, he's fine. And it's just like you're seeing more to these characters. It's over, Mario. I have the high ground. Mario Extended Universe canon, non-canon shit.
it's over, Mario. I'm high on this ground.
That's Bowser. He just decided to get really into weed after this.
yeah.
He's like, I'm tired, man. He just becomes the most burnt out stoner.
Would you like to fit this for me?
He breathes the smoke into his
Destroys the entire blunt. You seem a little bit more cheerful. It's a nice change. You think so? Ever since you saved me from Fort Francis, I've been feeling really good. I feel like I could just hang around with Mario forever. Oh, Yeah.
Oh.
So, you're all back. It's Merlon. It's everybody's favorite wizard. Get on down here. All right, it's 10:14. All right.
How was it this time then? No, I'm not doing that voice. It's
You
gonna hurt.
find another pure heart in outer space.
Found the 5th pure heart.
Yeah, I read as we found the filth. Pure heart. And this one. Kirk. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, I didn't mean I didn't mean I was
Oh
even trying.
no. Anyway.
Oh no. Anyway. What? Tippy. What's happened? All of you, come to my house at once. Hurry now. Folds her up, puts it in his pocket.
She's contracted space AIDS.
Spades.
Spades.
Oh no, not spades for short.
Optional pixel reminder. I don't remember where exactly it is, but I'll take a look around after we get through this cutscene.
The Curiosity Buyers Club. Alright. Very well, let's all take a breath and gather ourselves here. I'm concerned. Tippy may be unable to maintain her pixel form for much.
Why did you just
Longer.
swap that? I like it. It works.
Her pixel form? What did that mean? I like that Bowser's tongue is so big he can't.
Tippy was not always a pixel.
She used to be. She used to be my daughter. Oh, is this Timpani? And Tippy's short for Timpani? She
Keep
wasn't
reading.
always a picture, she was a girl.
Keep reading.
I found her in her true form, exhausted, cursed to wander through dimensions forever. She was hanging by a thread, bare alive, so I took a desperate measure. Using my ancestors' magic, I transformed her soul into a pixel, and thus Tippy was born.
This also brings up the implication that literally every other pixel you have was once just a normal person.
Oh man, this is getting into like some like that's been done where it's like I stored her as like this. I saved her as this thing I could save rather than her.
Yeah,
other
rather than
form.
letting them go.
Yeah, that's very like.
That's Mr. Freeze.
Yes, it is. Yes, it very is. That's a good catch. So there is Tippy. Oh, where is Tippy from? Oh, yes. She lost her memory. I have no idea who she is or where she's from, but I can't help thinking she did not come here by chance. Fate connects us. Oh, did Timpani write the Light Prognosticus and Black wrote the Light Darknosticus?
Light Dark Gnosticus. Can we take a moment? Okay, you know what, guys? We'll be right back. We'll be right back. I need to have a talk
Do you
with
want to know
you.
the sad part? I said that correctly in my head.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Light Dark Gnosticus.
I'm done. Can you take the remote, please?
Yes, I can
Thank
take
you.
the remote. Here you go.
I enjoyed the boss fights a lot, and the narrative.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Oh man, that's funny. Are we actually off? Are we on?
No,
like, a break?
we can go for a little break.
I don't know, man.
And then I think unless you just want to keep going and then wrap up.
Because
we're close.
Yeah, and I gotta go to bed. But
Okay.
I read that as the Twitch Gnosticus.
The Twitch
The
Gnosticus.
Twilight Gnosticus.
All right, let me turn off the. Should remove it from this one actually.
My intuition in this area is rarely mistaken. Exclamation point! Bowser's flipping out the windmill. The void is growing larger, harder, veinier. Anyway, these tremors have become common, I'm afraid. Schvedier. Anyway.
This is starting to feel like fucking Spaceballs, the way that you're just
Yes.
like going into all the jokes.
Yeah. Well, it's that dumb Family Guy bit I keep going by. It's so funny
is.
to me for some reason when he's like, we gotta call him up and let him know. We gotta make a stance that shows him we're men. We're big men. We're big, hard men.
It is funny.
We're big, hard, hairy men. And then Cleveland goes, how do we let them know we're veiny?
But that's a good joke.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's
so
a good joke. The other one, the only Family Guy bit that I ever think about like constantly is the one. It's the intro to that one episode. It's the like 2-minute intro where it's Peter decides to get into horse racing.
It's like
Yeah, he's got like the really stupid horse
yeah.
that just like isn't functioning right at all, and then Stewie ends up drinking the horse's cum by putting it in the cereal. And that's the only like something about that joke. It's not even. I don't like the actual execution of the joke. I just like the idea of the joke.
There's something automatically funny about a fridge full of horse semen.
It is funny. Just like outright, that is just a ridiculous thing.
Like, that's the name of an Andy Kaufman show.
Fridge full of horse semen.
It's a Shel Silverstein parody.
I would like that. That'd be okay.
Yeah, it's an underground.
I will tell you, Tippy, you must go and place a PR in the heart pillar. I don't remember where the heart pillar is. We don't go to Flopside yet, I don't think. I'm not kidding. That's
Love
the name
that.
of it. That's the fucking name.
Beautiful.
I was trying to hold it out, but it's just we're gonna bring it up eventually
Yeah,
anyway.
that's beautiful. Flop side.
There's flip side.
And then there's flop sweat. Anyway.
Flop sweat. Everybody
been a
go to
while
meatspin.com. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Everyone look up Bob Mortimer's meat delivery device.
The fuck is that?
It's like he's a British comedian and he has this bit on a British panel show where he talks about it's this spinning windmill on a RC car and it just pinwheels the sausage as he like goes on it rides. It's this little RC car on the dinner table and it just pinwheels the sausage and spins the meat. He's like, I just wanted something interesting to get my kids to want the cheaper meats.
Yes.
That's really all.
No, that's understandable. Sometimes, a lot of the time, dealing with kids is just making it into a game or something that looks more attractive than it
Yes.
actually is. I'm resisting spoiling Flopside. It's gonna happen at some point. It's still fucking cool.
Well, because you knew I would love that name.
Yes.
Just like by
I knew you
itself.
would.
That would bring me happiness.
Okay, so this is Flopside then.
I love these games, dude.
I'll figure out the rest, but yeah, there's some nonsense I gotta do here. Did you get it all?
Paper
Yeah,
Mario
sure.
fans, all right? Paper Mario's our thing, and if anyone else here tries to say that they like Paper Mario, we'll explain to you why you're wrong. It's our thing.
So we're gonna need to go down to first floor, flip side.
I just really love that, like, and I said this to Eric once, like, there's so many games, books, shows, and the thing is, no matter how much you get through, there'll always be true that there's so many that have already been made that is waiting for you to kind of like discover it and like it.
Sure.
And it's just kind of interesting that when this game came out, I was a different age, and it was just kind of like I didn't interact with it when I first came out, and it just has been waiting for me to enjoy it.
That's kind of the beautiful part. Like, obviously,
It is, I
we
agree.
talk about, like, preservation. I think this is why preservation is important. Sometimes you find your favorite media is shit that hasn't been around for fucking years.
Yeah, I do want to, if we cut, I do want to chat with you. That's the other reason I don't mind ending a bit like
Yeah.
earlier. Because right at the end of the chapter, we got the pure heart.
So we hit this.
There's definitely some media I want to catch up with you on in that regard. And we both have talked about this ad nauseum, but I love it. It's one of my favorite topics. Like, when it comes to just like, the more pretentious way of saying it is culture, but I really just mean like, like consumption of these things that affect us.
Yeah.
Stories that we tell.
Oh, right.
Oh, so we got Merlovely, or Merlove, I don't know. We've got the different Merlon. Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna make
Oh.
that. I don't remember the order here.
I think I kind of see what's happening here.
It's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also
Okay.
seems like one of those puzzles you could kind of brute force a little bit.
A little bit. I'm like just trying to cheese it. kinda.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to turn. I thought it was only going to turn off.
If it was only the ones next to it, this would be piss easy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought was happening. So now I have to kind of figure out what the new rule is. What's the new rule? Like,
That's the thing.
you're figuring out too, like how it works?
Yeah.
Because certain ones turn off and on different ones, I guess. You have to. Oh. That turns on 2. That turns on 3. I guess each one toggles off a certain set of other ones.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm just not remembering which ones are which. She mentioned it, but I wasn't gonna look through that whole fucking sequence and like write it down. Okay.
Are they separate from each other? Like just flipping one on this side, flip ones on the other side, or are they separate?
I think that they're separate.
Like, has that been that way the whole time?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
If I gotta look it up, I'll look it up. I could sit here and like write it down and figure it out, but like, fuck that. Okay, so that flips that, that, and that. Okay, so we need to get all those on the same color.
Oh,
That flips that and that.
Oh, yeah. See, I know how to make them all dark, but not all light.
I think that's the hard part, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one you want, generally. It's the one that where it's on and solved. It's like, I know how to set it back to 0. That's what I can do. It's like when you solve a maze backwards as a kid. No, yeah. So each one, when it flips 2 others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what does red flip again? Because red might only flip 2. Yeah, red is
flips.
the one.
Dude, that's the one. That's gonna be the key to it.
That's exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only one that's like
Just
a
took them all up to
mathematical-
redstone. You're right. You're right. We'll play some
Just took
Minecraft
them
for
all
this.
up to redstone. Oh.
Okay.
That took me a second.
So that means that.
Okay, so wait, if you only flip 3s, then no matter what you do, an odd number's on.
Right, but now we've got this one.
But we want an even number of them to be on. No, there's still an odd number. Now there's an even number of them on.
So then we hit.
Maybe parity's not the right way to think of this. Right, because you get your left offset. Okay. Man, it's so easy to like go in circle. We need to get it so it's this configuration, but yellow's on. I mean, orange is on.
Yes.
So, how do we? Oh, wait. Turn. No. Hit red now. Oh, dang.
I mean, I can turn it back.
No. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'm wrong, but like.
You hit red.
And okay, I thought orange was gonna go on. I forgot red only flips. Yeah, sorry.
So what flips orange? Green.
Green can flip orange. That doesn't flip orange, and orange itself flips orange.
Okay.
Okay.
So
either green will flip orange,
or
but
I can
it'll-
hit orange and then it flips both red, green, and orange.
Right. Okay.
So we need to get red, green, and orange the same.
Well, if green and orange rely on each other, they'll always be opposites. Except they weren't a couple times. Dude, puzzles
Because
are
of
hard.
yellow.
Okay, yeah, we need something what we just did, but opposite. I'm gonna flip the others on. No, gotta leave one. Or...
Maybe it's... Because then this is going to flip red as well if I hit green.
And orange.
Yeah. No wonder no one solved this in over 1,500 years. If I like sat down and wrote,
Yeah.
if I sat down and wrote it down, this would not be that hard. But I'm also trying to do it based off of what limited memory capacity I have right now.
Okay.
This is just gonna be like an hour of us fucking doing this.
Yeah, it just seems like you gotta play with it a little bit.
So from here, if we hit yellow, that's gonna do that.
Well, I guess it's easy to think backwards because we can get to them all dark pretty easily. So if they're all on,
Mm-hmm.
what configurations can we go from in that last hit? What are our possible paths out of them all being on?
So if they were all on,
And then
if we hit red, that's gonna turn off yellow and red.
So that's we'd worked on that a little bit because we want orange to be on and green to be on, and that's a win condition. So we can hit red and be done with it. The only other situation is actually there's a situation if we hit any of the three.
Wait. No. Okay. So we want orange and green to be on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when orange and green are on, red and yellow will always be opposite.
But we can flip when red and yellow are opposites.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! Where did we? No, orange is off again. Maybe hitting red isn't the last thing, even though I know that's like the one.
It's not. I know it's not gonna be.
It's not the last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking from the wrong angle. Green flips orange and red, or does it flip orange and yellow?
Okay. Let me think about this from the fucking beginning. So, yeah. All right, so we need to start. Let's just start by picking one. Say green.
That turns on all three on the right. Okay, cool.
Now we know if we hit yellow, we're gonna flip yellow, green, and red.
Okay.
So now orange is gonna flip orange, red, and green.
And yellow flips
And yellow flips,
red, orange, or red, yellow.
yeah.
Orange flips
So
red, orange, green, and orange.
Green flips orange, yellow, and green.
Nothing flips both orange and yellow. No, green does. Dang it. Dude, this is tough.
It's fun, guys.
It's
It's fun.
Yeah, it's like...
So, from here, we need to flip green and red. What if the answer for the other side is the opposite? Well, then we would probably still end up doing this all from scratch again because God knows we're not writing this down.
Wait, did this change?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
this is going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so
Okay.
let's have a look here.
There's gotta be some.
Well, my
patterns.
question is,
Can you just like reset the room and only hit like every other block?
sure,
Like just to see what it does.
just see what happens.
Or what they're, you know what, before we hit anything, let's see what their original configuration is.
Yeah, I think it's all off.
Off, off, off. Off, off, off.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit this.
Okay, that is a lot of progress already from the get-go. Why off?
No. Close.
Okay. We're hitting one until... Hmm. Ooh, ooh, oh, wait. Hit yellow again? And then hit red.
Yeah.
But that's gonna, oh, Wait, go left. Every time you do something, go left.
I know.
to make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. No, I know. That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, so that hit all those.
Except yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we can get to a point where the only ones over there are like red and orange are off, we know how to fix, or red and yellow. We can fix that.
I might just hit this one just because you can't keep track of everything in the same area. Is the problem.
Right, it's tough too.
Yeah.
Look at each side.
I think when I was younger, I somehow managed to only solve one side while having the other side off, which was wrong and required leaving and re-entering. Yeah, you can definitely get stuck in situations where it's just like not feasible.
You said I might wet this one?
I'm gonna look this one up.
Yeah, okay.
Just because like I don't feel like getting stuck here forever. I could like sit down and write this down and solve it. It would just be more annoying than it's really worth right now.
Yeah, because you'd have to, it's like anything else. Once you understand what each behavior is, you can predict and then go through that. But it's like,
Yeah, this puzzle, it's not even that hard. It's just kind of annoying.
no, it's not. Yeah, it's.
Where's the fucking...
Did they give you something to be like, this is what you hit them in?
Huh? I mean, Merlovely told us. Or pure heart color order? I mean, that would just be the order in which we grabbed them.
What happens if you actually hit them Roy G. Biv?
Okay. They're in Roy G. Biv. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Yeah, pure heart color order. Okay. That's weird.
I love that.
High
That's
That's a dumb answer,
Are we
but
idiots?
I like it. No. Because they didn't really give us a reason why
Yeah.
you would do that.
And also, like, puzzles kind of train you to dismiss the simple thing. Even though
I think that one was just an esoteric puzzle.
it's legit Occam's razor.
Yeah. Cool. Didn't have to look it up. Good job, guys. Everybody in chat, good job.
Cool. Mr. Biv
I figured it out.
prevails
Woo.
again.
Anyway, welcome to Flopside.
I would have loved it if it was everything but the black one because Biv ends at violet.
Yeah.
But then I noticed it wasn't solved, so I was like, oh, just go ahead and
Yeah,
finish
just
it off.
fuck it.
I thought that green was his hair.
So if
plant.
this is the opposite, then that means that all the pure heart pillars should be in approximately the same locations as Flipside.
Oh, is this flop side?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't tell. It's
Right,
like
like-
slightly more run down.
Do the people, what do you do if the people talk, if you talk to people? Oh, this girl is slaying right now. Behold, the second floor. The
Those
elevator goes to the first
trapezoids.
floor. That triangle ponytail.
I know say strangely out back, which is extremely rare in this game, and the color of the Chaos Heart. Yes, it is. That's what I would have noticed. I noticed that as well, and I would just like, I just wasn't thinking about it because I was busy trying to solve shit.
It's extremely rare in this game. Black is rare.
Mm-hmm.
For by what on what by what?
Just like as a general color, like
Ah.
motif.
Right, because how do you light and darken black? And they're doing it by using like the negative space.
She
on
just
the
implied she's gonna break into a place with a locked door on it. I just want to point that out. That's what you get for calling her cute.
We just had somebody admit to a crime.
No, they admitted to talking
Conspiracy.
about a crime. Yeah,
Conspiracy.
conspiracy.
If you think about something, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I know.
I mean, like, I think a lot about a lot of things.
At what point does something become a? Oh, it's null rem.
It's the you remember the Fairly Odd Parents bit that everybody makes fun of? So there's the Crimson Chin,
And-
then there's his
The other one.
Yeah, the other one. Well, I'm not gonna say, but it's quite funny hearing the actual version of that. If you hear the
Yeah.
original airing of it, it does not sound good.
No, it does not at all. That voice actor was like,
I feel bad for him because he was just trying to play up the part,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get stuck saying that line.
because he was doing it exactly the way Crocker would say it, which
Yes.
is like he's exaggerated all the time.
Yes, and that's how you're supposed to do it. I think it's great.
it's
Yeah, exactly, Walker Pierce.
exactly. I thought you were gonna say like the anti-fairies.
No, not the anti-fairies.
Yeah, not the pixies. The
Because the Pixies are a completely
anti-fairies.
different
Yes,
thing.
the pixies are different. There's a I don't even know if they're called the anti-fairies, but they're like the opposite of like Cosmo's really smart.
Yeah.
And Wanda's real dumb, and those are the only features they flipped. There's no other features.
Yeah, there's no other features that are
that they
flipped.
I am not the Merlon you know. I'm the Flopside version, a
Yeah.
different Merlon entirely. You may call me Nolrem.
You got it.
Oh my goodness.
It is Nullrum.
Like he's bummed.
Mario's like, I don't get it.
This is so derivative.
Yeah, he's just really mad that this is what happened.
He's mad at the writers. The only ones who know about this flip-floppery. Sorry, we don't throw that word around here for nothing these days.
Anyway, so yeah, nobody knows that this exists except for him and Merlon.
He said the double F word.
He did say the double F word.
You seem a bit surprised. Oh, like ho ho oh ho.
Oh.
I love that touch.
Oh.
There is a front and a back to all things, young ones. Never mind.
Heart Pillars one floor up, as I expected. Bye, bud.
I hope he's dragging his stash.
Yeah, it's just nice little touches.
Can we get an anime where some dude has the stash and he fights
he's fighting with the
nunchucks
staff.
with the stash?
That'd be kind of neat.
His mustache hair.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Just
Bobobo,
like-
kind of.
Dude, I gotta watch more Bobo.
It's genuinely a good show. I watched the first episode with Richard when he was here.
Okay,
That was a great time.
I forget that it's nice to have shows that are. It's nice to have shows that you actually don't need to pay full attention to.
That is a show you definitely don't need to be.
And
That's a
have
show.
something to throw on in the back.
That's something you throw on in the back, and then occasionally look over and go like, "What the fuck did he just say?"
Well, that's how I got through the Witch Hunt Oni Play series. That was like
Yeah.
one of the first series recommended to me.
It's a really good series for that.
And I was like, the game is just like the same landscape, but I actually would say it is a good game. Like
It
looks like
is. It
a good
genuinely
game.
looks like a good game for what it is.
And I'm kind of glad I didn't pay attention to all of it because there's a slog in the middle where they're just hunting the tree guy.
Yeah, and they're
they're-
just constantly yelling.
Their banter is actually like so good to just have in the background sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just got a message from
From
Merlon.
that,
Tippy's
from that
been
one in
revived.
particular.
They're waiting for you at Flipside Tower. Okay.
I got a call on my flip-flop phone.
So
On my flip phone.
your flip phone. What's this? This is my flop phone. You don't get cell reception down here. You gotta have a different phone. But yeah. So with Flipside, Can't say that. Only 1980s Chin can say that. Yeah, and I got canceled for it. I forgot about that line. There's a line where there's like
he
the multiverse.
does say
yeah.
I got canceled for it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's very funny.
Yeah, that's very weird to hear now.
So the best part is that everything that is in Flipside is mirrored in Flopside. So that means in this game, there's not a pit of 100 trials. There's 2 pits of 100 trials.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that there's a Tower of 100 Trials.
No, that'd be great though.
Because I thought, but
you
then
get-
when you said that, I thought you were suggesting that there's a normal one, and then the flop side there's 2. So there's actually 3 total.
No, there's 200 pit. There's 2 pits of 100 trials, but also if you fuck up, you get hit by a Cursia in those. You get sent back like 10 levels. Which is dumb.
I love her too, by the way.
So she's everybody in this town is like,
You will eat now, Schnitzel. Das ist Cooking Laboratory called Hartfron. Here we grab flavor and we spank it. You bring 2 ingredients, and then we make the treat so tasty you cry like little baby.
this reminds me of the
You cry like Gerbers in Hare's arms.
But yeah, so you can send 2 ingredients in here, and if you gotten that fucking pasta
the
earlier, we
Fuhrer's
could have made
arms.
something cool.
What?
If you gotten that fucking pasta earlier, we could have made something cool.
I thought you were gonna say because he threw away the space food, we can't make anything.
No, no, but
Did the pasta disappear? Like, I genuinely
the
didn't
pasta
see where it
disappeared.
went.
Yeah, if you
I
leave
didn't-
items on the ground too long in these games, they just
disappeared?
vanish.
Where'd
yeah.
it come from?
Just dropped from one of the enemies, which was
so
weird.
It's a random drop.
Yeah, it was just a we can go
Gotcha.
buy it later. It's not a huge deal,
Gotcha.
but like it was just I
Yeah.
was thinking about it.
I didn't consider that pasta was gonna have a bunch of possibilities.
Oh, ooh,
Thank you.
Ooh. But
Like
yeah,
angry Colin Wright. Yeah, thanks.
you're pissed off.
Dumb improv joke. Yes, thank you.
But yeah, so if you beat both Pits of 100 Trials, like Walker Pierce is saying, you get a special catch card of Mario that gives you infinite time in 3D.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so I don't think it's really worth it for the amount of effort
No.
by any means.
But it is an awesome ability.
It is cool. It's a nice little reward for completing the Pit of 100 Trials, especially if you do it. The problem is, with these games, I think the Pit of 100 Trials is such like a completion thing that you're probably gonna do it at the end of the run simply because like it is such a fucking slog most of the time.
If you want to complete a game, they kind of like know it.
Yeah, and so like it's a completion reward that doesn't really mean much because you've probably already done most of the other things unless one of the first things you do for completion is the pit.
Followed, and I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
I follow what you're saying, and I'm good.
No, not worth it.
Yeah, there are games that like I do feel the need to complete games sometimes. Like I would like to 100% Celeste at some point,
Sure.
but I'm not gonna 100% like every Mario game I like.
No. There's a lot of Mario games.
I do low key want to learn how to do Lunar Dragon for Super
Do you-
Mario
okay, so
World,
here's-
'cause that's
here's-
my favorite Mario game.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna suggest. I don't have a SNES, obviously.
I have it on a GBA.
Okay, yeah. So what we can do is we can hook up the Game Boy player
To the underside of the
to
GameCube.
the underside of the GameCube,
Yeah.
and one of us can run on the GameCube, and the other one can be on emulator. Because I think I own the Game Boy copy. If not, I'll get a copy of it.
I own the, like I said, the GBA.
Yeah. So if we can get a
Because it's Super Mario Advanced 3.
3,
I believe.
because 4 is Super Mario Brothers 3.
You're correct.
2,
2 is Yoshi's Island, and 1 is 2.
yeah.
Which I still don't know if Advanced 1 being 2 is real 2 or fake 2.
I don't know.
I think it's fake 2 because
I think it's Doki Doki Panic too.
right, because real 2 is Lost Level.
Yeah, it's Lost Levels, which was also a Game Boy Color cartridge, I think.
Okay.
But
Pick that up on Virtual Console.
yeah. So what we can do is why don't we both learn that speed run
Lunar
together?
Dragon.
We'll both, because I have enough inputs on the capture card. I can just put both up on the screen,
Oh man.
and we could just sit in here for like 10 hours and fuck around with it till we get
That's
it.
interesting. I feel like emulator would probably be like the best way to learn strats.
Yeah, 100%. But when you're actually doing runs, a lot of the time, actual hardware is preferred. Hey, want a cool GBA player fact? Go for it, dude.
A cool GBA. Oh, for the underside of the GameCube. I
Yeah.
never got one of those, but
It's expensive. The hardware isn't hard to get. It's the disc that's hard to get. The disc is expensive as fuck.
right, because you have to put a disc in the top to get it to read what's on the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that relevant if you have a Wii that plays GameCube games, but it won't play a GBA game?
No, I'll play a GBA game because
Okay.
you don't have the hardware for it and it doesn't hook up right. Also, Tippy said, Tippy said I might die soon, but I want to be near Mario when that happens.
Mario is just gonna steal everyone's girl.
That's how he goes, man.
Please take good care of Tippy. How'd she get revived, by the way?
Merlana was just, I guess, using magic to help, but we're not gonna go into there yet. We're gonna go save again. If you put Mario and Luigi, Superstar Sega, you mean Saga, I'm sure, but into the GBA player, you can actually play that game 2-player. One player can control Mario and the other Luigi.
Oh, on the GameCube?
Oh,
Like
if you're putting it into the
GameCube,
GBA
and
player,
you
yeah.
play- Wow.
I would imagine you could do something similar with link cables.
You
but-
have the disc and the player, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have Superstar Saga.
I will have to check.
Let me make a note.
I might have it on GBA because if you want to play that, that sounds fun.
Things to get for Luke.
It's very similar to TTYD. Like I knew it as Superstar Saga. I didn't know
Yeah.
TTYD was a thing, but it's like that turn-based battle type of thing. So yeah. Anyway,
Well, let me write this down in a different spot, actually.
no, I might have it on GBA, but
Yeah, no, I'm just writing it down for my own.
if I don't, my brother has it, and I can just ask him for the copy. GBA games are tough, man, because like the cartridges are not that like. There's
It
not really
only
a-
works via the GBA player. That's fucking bizarre. That had to have been
Wait,
an
wait, wait.
intentional thing, then.
Wait, control. No, it only works via GBA player. Well, I thought that's what I was asking. I thought GBA player can only be used on a GameCube.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So
what
what
I'm
he's saying, it's supposedly because the 2-player went unimplemented, but they forgot to remove the mechanics. Okay, so it's not an intentional thing. You know what? We could play that on the channel.
Walker, what was he saying no to?
He was saying no, because I thought that you might be able to use it over the link cables with the GBA, but if there's no way to initiate that link cable connection initially, then the only way that you'd be able to do it is by having a hardwired
I wasn't
connection.
even right. Okay, I wasn't even considering the link cables. I was just thinking like about the, like I said, the player on the bottom of the
Yeah.
on the undercarriage of that cube,
Yeah, the Cube,
the cube undercarriage,
the Stanley Kubrick.
undercarriage brick.
But no, what we can do is we'll look at some other stuff to play
By the
after
way,
this.
Baylor's
Obviously.
saying hi bye.
Yeah, I saw that. Baylor, we're getting ready to head off anyway, so hi bye.
Nice to meet you, and also take care.
Anyway, so yeah, so that's gonna be all the streams for this week. I'm probably just gonna hold off on Sunday streams because I think my D&D group wants to run earlier now, so that I can actually be there and not be rushed to like get home, because I usually try and be in bed by like 9 o'clock, 9:30 on Sunday nights. So they're gonna be running earlier. Special moves are hilariously hard, I can imagine. But yeah, so here's the deal, guys. Next week we're gonna be finishing up some Devil May Cry 4. That we've got like 3 levels left in the game. I'm very excited to be done with that game. I don't hate it. Definitely not my favorite. It's just, it's gonna be good to be done with that game. Although I am starting to vibe with the combat more, which is nice. And then we're gonna be moving on to DMC Devil May Cry probably next week as well. Luke, stream on Friday.
Next Friday?
Next Friday. You want to go for it?
I think it should be good.
Okay.
So far, I mean,
We're getting through about
What's
one.
the date? 4th that goes to the 11th? Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything.
Okay. I don't think I have anything going on next week. Oh. Okay, I might have something going on next weekend. We might not have. We might only have one stream next week. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, I'm a hundred.
But yeah. So should be good at least for maybe Thursday night stream, or hell, I might even do something else depending on when it works out. I might do like a Tuesday. I might do a Tuesday speedrun stream just so I can warm up with Spyro again and get back into it some more. Yeah, of course, Walker Pierce. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for modding as always. You are very much appreciated, as is anybody in the chat who is just sitting here lurking. You guys are always appreciated.
Text me when you're doing DMC5, by the way, because I think I can stream YouTube on my phone, whereas I had a tough
You wanna-
time
you
with
wanna watch
Twitch, so I
DMC5?
might- yeah, I might.
That's gonna okay.
I want to see what you do with that.
I've been talking with Luke about what I want to do with that game.
Yes.
Luke,
Don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna
darn
spoil
thing.
anything, but like,
I want to see it.
it's gonna be a fucking time.
That's a hype. I'm not. This is misplaced hype. I'm not trying to hype. This is my goal.
No, I'm hyping this.
But cool. I like hearing why people like a thing, and like I definitely like understand.
We talked about
the
it at
game.
length.
Yeah, you've
for a
shown me
while.
enough of this game that I'm like, all right, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I was
Like,
talking
I can understand.
literally last night. I was talking and James was in the chat, and I was just like, I do not know how to shut up about DMC5, and James was just like, it's true, he doesn't know how to shut up.
That's cool. That's dude.
It's so nice.
Savor that.
It's so nice to get into. It has been so fucking long since I've had a series that I've genuinely been like this excited about. You know. It's such a good feeling. I have such a hard time finding like passion for shit like that again.
Very happy for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
that is a cool thing.
Yeah, it's been good.
When
But
you
anyway,
can find like that book or that comic or that game or that anything that's like, oh, this is a whole thing for me to dive in right now, and it's awesome.
yeah, absolutely. These game sessions are such a vibe. Like I said, that's part of why I want to
Nice.
get more. That's part of why I want to get more mics and set up stuff properly. But what I'm gonna do, I think, is I think I'm gonna just go for a new headset first. I want to get a new like just studio. I want to get studio headphones first, and also because I'm saving up for my trip to Europe this summer. I'm probably just gonna not buy a ton of extra equipment. What I have right now is serviceable. So we'll roll with that for the time being and keep going from there. Maybe I'll pick up some like cheap fucking lapel mics or something if I can.
Are you gonna stream on any? Are you gonna collab on any other?
There's been
streamers?
some talks. We're still getting everything sorted out. But there's definitely been some talks of being able to stream potentially on somebody else's computer while I'm out there, either for my own streams or probably not for my own streams, just because it'd be a lot of setup, especially for the way that I have everything set up on my computer. But maybe on somebody else's streams. I have a bunch of friends who are good.
I hit the eject button on that, or I mean, I tapped it.
I mean, not gonna do anything. It's already saved, I think. But yeah, I'll save again because you know. But
Wait, did you save the fact that you saved? Save that again.
save it again, yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. There's been a lot of plans. Like everything's still very, very early. I'm literally just getting my passport. I've like I know the dates that I want to go out, and I haven't set up any of the flights or anything. So we're still getting things set up. We're in the early stages. We'll be a little bit figuring things out, and I'll let you guys know when exactly I won't be streaming, obviously, because I don't want you guys to just be, you know, completely in the dark about like when's he coming back. But yeah. So the goal is probably mid-July. You're not going to be seeing most of July. You're not going to be seeing much from me. But yeah. So with all that being said, I guess I don't know where to leave this one off. Luke, you got anything to say?
Thanks for hanging out, Walker, and any other person. It's probably better that I don't know how many people here because I just like.
Dude, that's the beauty of it.
You said I don't like, or I don't. You said I don't want to be on Facecam. The more accurate thing is, I would want to, but it conflicts with my, not being able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So it's kind of like it is cool. Like it is a vibe when it does feel like.
It's just fucking around.
Yeah, it just feels like hanging out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's all it would be with the face cam, too, but you know what? Honestly, I'm fine with having the face cam off for this shit.
Because I am making these same dumb jokes when we're alone.
Well, yeah, no, it's the same fucking thing. Like, this is literally just what we do when we're alone.
No, that's the only part that I'm thinking of. Like, maybe they're seeing a more jokey part of myself than I actually would exhibit.
No, this is just how Luke
I
is.
just know because it's you and I've known you for this long.
Exactly.
And Eric and I like they like I'll just say like a dumb thing.
Yeah.
But most of the time I'm just like
All right. So with all that, guys,
So it's been a lot of fun.
I know we've had a very extended goodbye, but goodbye. You guys take it easy. Take care of yourselves.
Had a blast.
Have a good week, and I will catch you next week. And I'll put out my schedule probably Monday or Tuesday like I usually do. See y'all then.
Okay.